dfzradio.com.
Yes, we are back, and it is Monday,
to the show.
6 p.m. on the west side of the USA.
Ish.
Whatever, Sam. Like, we never start on time, and now
I
it's
know.
like
I say that every
Sam
week,
was here
then.
early once. Sam was here early once. Now the show's got to start on time. All right. Well, I mean, we don't
I'm
want to talk
good.
about the times you weren't on time.
Every time.
Right.
I
Anyways,
Anyways.
we are here, and it's time to
Hey.
start the show. So that's what time it is. The Plug Gaming. And we are here today to discuss some very important things that involve video games.
Is that?
So that's what we're going to do. And we're here with the usual Rocky.
The Thunderlord.
Rocky Too Cocky, the Thunderlord,
Master.
Puppet Master.
That's
Saint,
my
you got
favorite
one? You want to
still.
throw one in there? You got it.
Piece of shit.
Hey, fuck you, Sam. What the fuck was that?
Whoa.
And I try to be the nice guy.
All
See?
right, that's how we get it started around here. But free sampler, Samgasm with the.
He said it with
early-
conviction.
with
I
the
felt
early,
it.
with the early knock on
I
Rock.
feel some type of way.
I'm just hating on everybody today. It's
Don't
okay.
matter. I'm pissed.
So am I. I don't know why. Just feel angry.
Gotta let it fester.
Settle it and smash.
Yeah, if you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Gotta let it fester. The pettiness.
So welcome to the plug. This is our.
What, you guys can't say like we
This
already
is right-
did
no,
that,
it's
Sam.
cool.
We already did that.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Intro,
I
dude.
know,
I had to
yeah.
plug in the USB drive so we get some fucking videos on the show here, man.
Hey, that's real talk.
I'm sorry for riling you guys up so early.
Can't just listen to our voice all show. Anyways, so today's show, what are we
Gonna
doing?
say more.
We got
We got second week of the Anthem demo.
Anthem demo,
Fire.
We got Piranha Plant in Smash.
Piranha
newest
Plant,
character.
Smash.
Is he
I
tight?
got them, but I didn't use
Yeah.
them yet.
Yeah.
And
Having a ton of fun. we got Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh God.
See,
yeah.
Rocky was ready for that one.
and
So good.
We got
It
Apex
just-
Legends.
Oh, we'll get into that.
I told my friends to
new
just start sending me screenshots.
battle royale based, I guess,
And free to
Titanfall, Respawn, they made it. That's their shit. EA's publishing it. And wow, what a move. EA, we hit you with the Anthem demo, end it, and then the very next day we drop our free-to-play Battle Royale, which looks and plays spectacular. So, I don't know what they're doing over there, but it seems like they got their head out of their ass.
They're knocking fucking skulls.
They got their head out of their ass.
They both need to do something,
And,
something's got to work.
Yeah, so yeah, we didn't get a Titanfall 3, but you got this free-to-play Battle Royale.
Shit,
spin-off.
this is smart though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, let's talk about how smart that is, and let's see what who the company that started this, right? Epic. Well, PUBG, but Epic really with the fully free-to-play, format with the battle pass, so you can get cosmetic items and shit like that. So it still has some sort of feel of progression or whatever, or storyline or whatever it is. Epic does this, right? They create a free-to-play game, which seems like it doesn't bring in profit, right?
Yeah.
You have the battle pass, obviously brings in some profit. However,
skins. Battle Pass?
3 years later, we have companies throwing away Steam distribution and using Epic Game Launcher as their platform to launch their games.
Shit.
So the popularity and the familiarness that Epic has built in their community will now make it easier for certain companies to now get their games in other gamers' hands, because guess what? They open that launcher every time they play Fortnite, and now they're going to see the advertisement for the new game.
And that's a big move to like make a dent in Steam's numbers.
Correct. And now when that becomes a deal where literally contracts are being left on the table to go to Epic, Steam contracts are just like, okay, we've changed our mind. We're going with Epic.
What?
So this is happening. Oh yeah, this is happening, and it's happening on the indie level. It's happening on the smaller level, and AAA, most of them, like for instance,
What is Epic
EA,
offering then?
Popularity,
That's it.
exposure. What else was the game launcher offering? Steam was the only option.
It's being on their
You're
service,
right.
so if
So
you've got everybody
Steam
playing
was really
Fortnite,
the only option. So now
You
that
have
something's
Origin,
new, it
well,
makes
like,
sense.
EA
you
has
have like a
Origin.
huge wave of people that are hopping onto Epic's launcher to play Fortnite, and then they get tired of their rounds of Fortnite and they back out, and it's what are they going to play next? If they got something right there, boom.
Yeah.
So it's a way to develop an environment and to
lot
have
of-
like because Steam is known for its service for being basically the console for PCs.
Correct. That's what it did.
Yeah, it's
And now
such
Epic has
a
one too.
norm now. I mean, I have a Steam account. I don't even PC game, but I've gotten them in the
Yeah,
past,
same here.
and I still own those fucking games. That's great.
Yeah, no,
So-
exactly what it is, and so that's what the game launcher, in theory, is. Same now. And now, Origin is EA's version of that game launcher, right?
Yeah.
To where FIFA can be launched in there, Rocket League, Mirror's Edge. EA has some sort of publishing or development inside of all these games, or a company chooses to be distributed by them, or their product distributed by them, that goes into this Origin platform where you can purchase it.
And it's like in general, you can just see that it's
So I think
these
that's what they're
games
following.
as service ideas are what are taking over. So everyone's trying to figure out how to do it with their content. So
Yeah.
like EA's like, we have the rights to all these games. Pay us money, and you're going to get all these deals through these games. We're going to connect them all. You're going to get shit for this one while playing this one. I mean, everybody's doing it now.
If you have the game launcher, it's the way to go.
Microsoft has been killing it for Xbox by doing the Game Pass. It's all those things are coming together.
Yeah.
I love that Nintendo's been doing
I'm about
it.
to get the Game Pass, dog. I meant to tell you the other day, dog.
I've already
It's
got
worth it.
So.
You get everything.
I mean, you see what Sleek Deals keep doing. They keep throwing some cold shit out there.
But the
so.
PC, the best part of that on my PC,
go.
those games still
Text me
are
when you get
available to me to play
Yeah.
on my PC. So like I get them on both, which is even extra for me because unless I play on console, that Game Pass is like, hey, it's not so bad because look, you still got this selection too while you're on PC, so you don't miss your console too much, which is.
And on PC, like
You
a
know.
lot of those indie games came out on PC first are basically free now.
Yeah, they're all free.
I mean, it's like
They're
anything.
just free games.
It's all these indie games that I get for my
PC's
Switch.
better because the free games.
I'm paying
Yeah.
full price for it because I'm waiting for
argue.
them to come out on
Yes,
Switch.
yes.
So they're full price, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Granted,
They're
it's only
oh,
like
it's been
$20, and a lot of them
Right.
are worth it.
It's not
But
much.
it's
You
like
can find every game on PC, dog, for free.
exactly.
It
It's
doesn't matter.
PC. It's just that it is what it
But
is.
a lot of them are just free.
Yeah.
I know,
they're
but like,
and there's no online service that you have to pay for.
But
You're just online.
Nintendo has been killing it with the online NES.
Well,
It
what about
keeps
this,
stacking
though?
games. They keep adding like the special versions of games, which is cool. Like Ghosts and Goblins has one now.
okay.
Or what are the Ghosts and Ghouls? Oh, I'm an idiot. Do you remember?
Yeah, but no. Let me. I just want to
Yeah.
finish my thoughts on this Epic launcher.
Oh
game
yeah,
launcher.
hit it.
They've done it. EA's done it right. They've noticed that Epic's done what they've done, and now companies are leaving other contracts to go with them for the way their game is distributed online to PC gamers. And I think that that's what this is for EA and Origin. They're like, yeah, this is where you come get our free game.
Yeah.
So you got to download this application to launch the game, and then now we're starting to put our other games in your face too. Because it might not, like Sam's saying, it's not going to be a super expensive game, or it might be a service, such as a Game Pass, where we only got to lock these guys in for maybe $10 a month, $5 a month, and then they get a glimpse or a peek at our library, and then they get to just choose from that library. So now we're getting them away if they're playing our free-to-play game, which they're downloading it because it's free. Now we get to start advertising to them.
Yeah.
That's what Epic's done.
They're like, hey, Netflix did this shit. Why
Working.
don't we do it?
It's working, and I think that's what they're doing, following suit. But
It's been
honestly,
great for pushing new content.
the
too.
game is great.
everybody gets like a month of a free demo of a game because it's brand new. Crackdown 3 is going to have that where everyone
Yeah.
on Game Pass gets to play it.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, you get it for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
Yeah, it's
that's
your
the
game.
reason why I'm
The
getting
game's
it.
yours for free.
Because
for Game Pass or for Xbox?
For Game Pass on Xbox.
Okay. So yeah, if
you
I
have
like
Xbox
if
and
I
Game
want
Pass,
to try Crackdown
game is
3,
yours.
but I don't know if I want to buy it yet, it's actually a better plan to spend $10, get a month of Game Pass.
Well, you'll get it for a month
Play
free
it.
if you haven't signed up.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Even
you'll
better.
get the first
And so I
month
can
free
play Crackdown 3 for,
for 1 month
for
yeah.
free.
Yeah, you'll play it with me for a month for free. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then if I wanted, I could buy the game, or I could sign up for Game Pass.
But
Like,
it's-
that's actually a great
Yeah, it's
system.
great.
It worked really well for Sea of Thieves, and that game keeps crushing it.
Yeah.
They have like more
More
and more
people are
updates coming
playing
after
that game right now than they ever did, even on its launch.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's doing really good.
I
And
follow
think
the
it took a lot
subreddit
of-
just to like watch people's videos of
I
all
think
the
it took a
crazy shit
lot
they
of
do.
time for people to really, like, kind of grasp, like, hey, we're at sea and you're sailing, and everything's not going to happen instantly like it does
Yeah.
in other video games.
And like Rare made
That's
a
what I
nice
think what it
move
is.
where like honestly the
I
game
heard people
launched.
just dickheads on it. That's why.
Well, you get a lot of that, but it's evolved a lot.
It's
as
a
an online
fucking pirate's
community.
life.
Yeah,
I mean,
there are straight like my
no,
friends
he'll
have
like,
told me
like,
about like
I'll load on your boat and just be like, I'm
Yeah.
about to wreak havoc on these fools,
That's
and
the
I'm
whole
supposed
point
to
of
be
it.
on your team.
they can't
your
hurt you if
squad
you're
is your
on a team.
squad, and
Yeah.
if you're on the same squad, then you can fuck up your own boat or something.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
honestly,
Like they sink you.
then you ain't getting nothing either. Oh yeah, you're trying to sink everybody else.
No, you sink your,
Your
own,
own boat?
ship to be
Yeah,
a
but then you
dick.
just leave and then join to get a different lobby.
And
but
you
no,
do
I
have,
was on
like,
I was on one like that where we were sailing
Capabilities.
wide open sea, just got a bunch of treasure chests, and it's the first time I actually like was like, oh man, like I'm gonna actually get these chests and load them on my boat. And the asshole fucking drops the anchor in the middle of the fucking the ocean as we're fucking howling. You know, we're just fucking cruising, right? And the shit just goes dunk and snaps our boat.
You
We just
want
sink right
people
there.
who want to be a crew for that game for sure. Or you take out, they've got a tiny boat that you can actually just solo. It's called the Sloop. And it's just a tiny, like, 1-2 person boat.
That's a two-man.
That, yeah, you can wreak havoc with that thing because you can sneak up on other people. They now have rowboats in that game. They also now, which I love, is they finally have, like, skeleton boats. So, like, enemy ships of skeletons are going around that you battle.
That's pretty tight.
It's funny because you get your occasional glitches in that game, and so many videos of those like skeleton pirate ships like launching over rocks or off of islands, just flying across the screen attacking people. They have the megalodon in the water. They have the kraken in the water.
Ooh.
Like this
Can
game.
you fight them though?
Yeah, it's all
No,
about
you do
fighting.
fight them. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
And
that's
honestly,
pretty tight.
this
And
is
it's
where
more about surviving
like
them.
other ships will get crews together because you have ways to communicate with boats nearby, and so like you'll
proximity
rope
chat.
together, yeah, and so you'll get like other crews will get people together, and then they will go fight this thing or they will go do this harder challenge, and then sometimes one of those boats will fuck everybody else over and steal the treasure. It's
Yeah,
pirates.
that's definitely how
Oh
it's
yeah,
supposed
it's
to be.
great. It's
Oh yeah, we
everything
did
pirates.
it, guys.
Oh yeah, but that's why they're prepared for that too.
I'm out of here, dog.
It's my friends like you. There's so many people that are like, we've been on this for 8 hours running a server, and
Hey,
like,
do you get murked? Like your voice get murked off too when you get played, so don't nobody know who killed you?
I don't know.
See, that'd be the
No, you can
wild
no.
shit.
You
You're,
have proximity chat.
Yeah. So and you don't get
So-
you get
You spawn,
back
yeah.
in like right. They're gonna have to kill you again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you spawn back onto your boat. So even if someone took over your boat,
Yeah, they'd have to literally
Yeah.
destroy. It'd have to be destroyed completely, and then you wouldn't come
and
back.
even if the boat's like completely sunk, then you guys just go, I think, all the way back to where you would spawn anyway.
You
But
just don't get
but
into
a
your
lot of the
shit.
treasure is you physically have to move treasure chests.
Yeah.
So it's like if your boat sinks, you lost that shit.
So this is the thing. Say you make a coal ass boat, like you got a giant popping ass boat, and it blows up.
Well, you can
It's gonna-
repair it.
Oh, okay.
You have your ship, and
Yeah,
so you just build up your
literally,
ship.
Like, for instance, like on times like where two groups or like you could do whatever. You could like set up like a PvP match amongst each other inside the game and like fight over chest or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But like I mean you can work as a team with other guys who like maybe they're
There's like 4 to 8
maybe
other
you're like
boats in the water.
brushing a boat together and that boat starts to sink and you haven't got all the treasure off of it and you guys can start paling water out to keep the boat afloat longer,
Okay.
so
And
you
you
can get the
can-
shit
yep.
and then leave. You know what I
repair
mean?
with panels.
Yeah.
and-
So like you might be robbing somebody while your buddy's towing the water out, so you can continue to rob them while their boat's sinking. You know what I mean? Because you just cannonballed it a few times, and now you want to go get the treasure chest.
And like this is a game where even like those bigger ships, you gotta have someone playing lookout. There's no radar. So like
Yeah.
you can pull real sneaky shit. They have rowboats now, so you can like get real silent on like the little boat and you can hide behind waves. This game, and it started with just this really open platform where there wasn't too much going on, but they've just continually staged out more shit in this world.
It just don't look grimy enough for me to be like a pirate game.
Oh, because it's real cartoony.
yeah,
It's a rare game, so like it's really their style.
yeah, I know. But
And-
I'm like, I would want it to be like grimy, so when you did some cold shit, people be like, all right, that motherfucker cold for that. If that makes sense.
I mean, it
don't
gets
know.
like that, but it just doesn't have the graphics.
Like you
for
know
it.
how, like if you see a dude who slides y'all,
All right,
and he looked like he the
But,
type of motherfucker
okay.
that'll slide you, you'd be like, oh, we missed that. You know,
better
I
than
don't
the
know. Fuck
slide.
you guys.
You can no, dude. I'm giving you what you can pull in this to make that like make those moves. Granted, it's not like graphically gory or anything, but you can shoot yourself out of cannons to attack other people's boats.
Okay.
So you can pull like crazy shit, just launching yourself over. You have like sword lunges that people like throw themselves in the air with. That's real like hacky. You've got guns. Some of those guns they have like scopes on, but it's like rare to get a scope. So like they're specific guns.
Okay.
It's really well tied to exactly what that like pirate shit is. So I don't know. You can get into it if you want
Get
to
into it, brother. Let's get into something else, though.
All right.
Enough about pirates
Dude.
and sailing the open sea.
But play that game if you haven't yet, especially
yeah,
if
no,
it's on
it's-
Game Pass
it's-
right now. I'm telling
it's
everybody
fun.
out there,
It's fun.
that game is dope.
Yeah.
What else?
Let's
is
talk
going
about dopest dope I've ever smoked.
on?
Let's
You
talk
talking
about the
some
dopest
plants?
dope I've ever
'Cause-
smoked. No, I'm talking about
on,
Anthem. I'm talking about Anthem.
Okay.
I'm talking about Anthem.
All right.
Okay, should we take a break?
Yeah, we can take one.
Let's take a
Your
break.
call, bud.
Let's take a little break. We're going to come back with Anthem, Smash Brothers, Kingdom Hearts, Apex Legends, and then
More.
Stripper Warrior 4.
Stripper Warrior.
start
4.
with Rock. Rock has developed that game or something, I guess.
I like the ribbon blades.
All right, Plug Gaming, live on DFZRadio.com. We'll see you right after these Jimmy Jams.
What these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never getting lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man. We get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all back. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all back. Test the team, homie. Watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change. I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up. Rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lockup. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach rider to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family. This is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, I'm taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. And we on. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, on my life. And niggas don't want no rockets. Bring the bullshit and we'll be done. And boy, we stay hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. D, I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. X, I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shotters on the side of me, right in my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me, ADX human going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Oh, taking this shit head
hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas trying to send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who running with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my license. Niggas don't want no rockets. Bring the bullshit and Ruby dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
DFCRadio.com. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. So big split smoker, don't need no roller to roll my doja. I can first show ya big stench odor, Christmas cola, sticky as the growers. We gon' teach more up, we gon' see more bud. Pockets on forest, yeah they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want in store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it. All that ladies love it, it's so euphoric. They so blatantly adore, bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just slide another split so I can hit it while I ride. And show they looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a birdie. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twisted, getting lifted while I'm shooking to the bitches. Got me feeling like the riches, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killer soul, smoking with a privilege. Take it high than the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shell. If your lungs are strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. I could wood, burning like good wood should. High, get high, touch the sky, sky. I wanna go up, light the blunt, so much fun. I wanna get high, high, touch the sky, sky. I wanna go up, light the blunt, so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, put a drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it up. Crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, my brain. Purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. SD, on SD. Got me smoking the best, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perp up in my cup. You can tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take some. Diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it up. Crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, my brain. Purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between. And we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene. And we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G. Either Maserati blue or the Lambo green. And that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me. And it's shaved up, raised up. Drop it to the flow, got them blades to stay tough. And the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you can call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you can call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it up. Crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, my brain. Purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, my brain. Purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up.
Yeah, ST, DJ Dale, Big Bell, Killer P, Chino with the OE. It's the ADX team. 562 Mob.
Welcome back.
Just having that Destiny talk on the sidelines.
Yeah, I'm talking Destiny with this last word. Hold on. We got to do some manly shit real quick.
We'll just put the reel on it quick. You can't complain. You just gotta win. Nice pop
Tighten this fucking bolt down
with the wrench.
Any other bolts need tightening around here? Didn't think so. Why is that here? Why is the wrench of that size?
I was wondering that too.
There's no nut or
Because you
bolt.
needed to open a beer. That's why it was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, wrench.
Let me take a big old swig of this beer too. Delicious
Yeah.
cold beer. It's not American though.
Look, if you're trying to unlock the last word, just believe in yourself. Get that shit done. It's hard though.
Here's
We're
the
just
thing.
talking. It's you got to get kills. And
Here's
if
the
you
thing.
get deaths, it goes down.
Take off your
I'm not
whenever
playing. Yeah, I'm playing a regular.
you
build.
want. Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm
Yeah.
talking to everybody that's ever complained about not being good at PvP.
Just play
Let's
that
say
game.
this is a PvP. You don't get to play how you want to play. Okay, the rest of Destiny, You get to play how you want to play.
Once you get into PvP,
unless you're
there's
like,
a meta.
unless you're a god and you are good with every weapon, like there's some variations you can go with, but you want to use like some core things because guess what? That's what these people who are really good are using.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't like to use shotguns. We'll get that out of your head.
You gotta use
fucking
a shotgun.
shotguns.
I've been
okay?
using shotguns.
So bring a shotgun. Okay, you don't want to bring a shotgun. Okay, guess what? The next choice that is not a shotgun that's good
Sniper
for that.
rifle?
No, the last
Oh.
word.
The last
that's
word,
best
of course.
mid-range to ranged,
Great.
quick firing gun that can outplay a shotgun at close distance and at a even further range. You're gonna have to
But you
work
really
hard
need
to get
a
this.
good close range option.
So yes, and then, but unfortunately they're not buffed properly, like the sidearms and everything. It's just not the meta for them right now. Shotguns are where it's at. So you need a shotgun, okay? And if you don't want a shotgun, you can bring a sniper rifle if you're good, and
or
you can
bring a
and you can play
Titan
the
and
distance.
just punch it.
Yeah, or you could honestly switch your class to acquire. There's people that do this too. Like don't
What?
even get it twisted. There's people that main hunter, but literally they play trials or play something else, and they only play as a Titan, and they only play this as this because of whatever reasons, and they hate it too. The people who love and that are really good at this game hate it as well. They hate the meta, just like the people who are not having a good time. They hate it just like you. But guess what? The one thing they do is they get used to it and they realize, like, hey, I want to be competitive in this game rather than not. And then they can start using shit that they don't like, and then they start to like it because guess what? You start
They
getting
figure
really
out how
good with
to.
it and get creative with it, and then it makes it fun. Like, yeah, aping around with a shotgun, just fucking doosh, and not going down sights and like hitting, you get like 5 kills in a row, which is super sweet, makes you feel really good, but like you're like, what did I really do? But then you can really turn that into like a 10 to 15 kill streak where then you're like, okay, this is actually an advanced gameplay.
Is everybody really just running around with shotguns now?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's just- it's
shotguns
very
and,
heavy
and,
shotguns.
but it matters.
Jotens, a lot of
Yeah,
Jotens.
because that's what I mean. Because someone's gonna have some shitball weapon. I'm only saying the shotgun because someone's gonna have a weapon even shittier, right? A
Colonies
Telesto,
are back.
Colony, a Jotun,
It's back ragged.
any of that stuff. We come from
if
the
you
time
can hate it, it's in
we
there.
come from a time where
love it.
cheesing was being hit with a Wardcliffe coil or a tracking
Wardcliffe
grenade
coils
launcher.
are fucking back too.
We
God
come from
damn,
a
I got
time.
hit yesterday with
we
one
come
point
from a
blank, just
time in Destiny where a tracking missile was like, this guy's fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, now motherfuckers are using Telesto, where it's just a joke. What else is a joke? Wave splitter is a joke. Colony is a joke. There's so many guns that are fucking
Wardcliffe
broken
Colony
that if
is
you're not
a joke,
rock, stop.
it is
Right
the
now.
funnest.
It requires
gun
zero skill
ever.
and that's what we're talking about. These guns.
I bring the Black Talon. That's my spam.
Back to it's a cheese ball weapon, but it's the same thing.
It snipes in. It homing blade.
It's the same thing.
It's better than Dawnblade.
But those are the tips are use the shit that you're like.
Yeah.
Get rid of your
Use what kills things.
mountaintop and your pistol hand cannon reload.
See, it
your
is about me. I'm
your-
the grenade launcher.
No, that's just what a
I'm
lot of
just
people are
kidding.
using because of the meta
It's
right
fun
now.
in
Because
PvE.
mountaintop.
Oh, yeah?
Mountaintop.
Oh, yeah,
And
'cause that's
you're-
the unlock.
Yeah.
And it shoots rockets.
The mountaintop's great, but get rid of that when you're going to try to go for these like certain things where it's like based off of your KD or getting
You can't
more
play
kills.
as a team. It's individual team now because you got to
Well,
get
I was
kills.
just going to move into my next
Yeah.
part is slow down. Let them roll to the objective or the place first because here's an insider's tip too.
Mm-hmm.
The next portion involves the crucible. And it involves getting very particular medals which involve one of your teammates dying before you.
Oh, you
so
need the-
when
okay.
you're in the crucible right now and you realize, hey, everybody's backing up on me, they're probably on that next quest step, and they're using you as bait to get the blood for blood medal. Okay, that's what's happening right now. That's what's
Power
happening. People are
ammo
getting this.
is the best bait.
People
there
are getting
is.
this last word. That's what's popular right now. So that's what's controlling what's happening in the crucible. That's why it's making it harder for you because people are playing in different ways.
There's the
You got to play that way too.
there's the power ammo spawn on the
but
the
those-
Titan level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like right in the middle by point B, right in the middle of that arena little space. I love just camp. Yeah, that's a great spot to camp. You just pick people off running up to try and pick up that ammo.
And
There's
don't
so
be-
many hiding spots around.
Don't be too campy too, because
No, you can't. You gotta
unfortunately
kill and
Destiny-
move.
I mean, fortunately, Destiny has buffed enough things to make them nice. Like snipers are back in the special slot, so somebody could just whip out a sniper and map you if you're
man.
camping too
Snipers
hard.
are fierce.
But right now you can get away with it because it's kind of the name of the game, because people are going for this last word quest, which is requiring you A, not to die, and B, the next step is requiring you to not die until your teammate dies.
Yeah.
And then you land a final blow on that guy who just killed your teammate.
Definitely the best
That's how
piece
you
of
get the
advice
medals,
right
so.
there. Slow down. I'm gonna
And
take
and,
that.
and
I've been
go
having
with your
trouble
team.
getting through
Roll
it.
with your
I've-
team.
Yeah. That's
with your
definitely big. Is roll with the team.
And the other thing too is that like Bungie even had to go in and say this about it, and I don't know. I see both sides because there's been a lot of feedback, or, backlash for this. Why is it locked behind my abilities at PvP? This or that.
Yeah.
And they're being honest when they're like saying the challenge isn't too difficult by putting it in the game. They haven't really said that. They haven't said that to anybody. They're like, oh, it's not that hard, like toughen up. They haven't said that, but they put it in the game, so they obviously thought that it'd be attainable by
And
everybody that plays
Whisper
it.
was the same type of challenge.
It's pretty difficult. Yeah.
Whisper was the
But
same
we got
type
to
of, but it was PvE.
to but then we also got to increase our light level, so then that made it a little bit easier on us
Yeah.
too. So, but
So here's what you do: you play during the daytime when the people who are good are at work.
right? Don't play at middle of the night.
You play against the little kids that are at home. When
Fire up at 3 p.m. You know what I mean?
What up, Saints phone?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing is that you got to play. You just got to play different and
You're right.
and smart, and then use the loadouts, even though they're not the ones
It's funny
that you like, but the ones that kill people.
You
get
hit
easy
my
kills.
perfect complaint of
Get easy kills.
I totally understand that. Yes, it's once you jump to PvP, it's now a meta. It is you have to
Yeah.
play what works,
Right.
and that's not why I play that game so much.
It's nobody. It's not why anybody does. Though.
Yes.
but you get these sweat, like what we call sweats, like
Mm-hmm.
people that don't play the game a lot, that watch that maybe call me a sweat. But
I get
what
sweaty on
I
games.
call a sweat is the guy who's like intentionally loading his guns up on every aspect, like just for the pure advantages of like of what they are. Like he instantly has his perk set for like the cheesiest things that
okay.
are set up. He uses the cheesiest gear because he knows that these
He
are the
uses
things.
the
He's
meta,
gonna have
this is the
Telesto.
highest
He's gonna
kill.
have Telestos on. He's gonna. It's like, dude, it's like you're a god with the pistol or a hand cannon, this or that, and whatever. I've seen you play, but he's
Just
like, yeah, but
Telesto
like,
and a
he's
shotgun?
like, yeah, but dude, I'm not trying to die this game. So he's like, got the Telesto on and a fucking shotgun, and you're like, dude, like, what are you doing? You're not moving, and you're just waiting for people to come to you and kill him. He's like, yeah, like that's like, he's taking the fun out of it himself. And that's what I call a sweaty person.
The original
Like,
sweaty
if you like
gun
to get
for Destiny
competitive
2, the
and you
Mida
enjoy it,
multi-tool.
But if you like to get competitive and you enjoy it and you take that competition very seriously, but then you're still like in the spirit of the game, I don't consider you sweaty no matter how competitive you get. But if you're that guy that you're just like literally blocked out everything that like enjoyment wise and you're just so fucking into it that like you're not even there to have fun. You're not changing your facial expression while you're
fucking
enjoying it.
work at that
Like I've
point,
seen
damn it.
streamers that are like that, and they're like, "Come watch me play da da," da," and then the guy's like,
Lifer.
and you're like, "Dude, we get it. Your gameplay is fucking amazing, but
Yeah, but you're not
you
even having
yourself,
fun gaming anymore.
you haven't
It's a
smiled.
business now.
You haven't smiled. You haven't done anything. You barely read the chat. You don't react to the chat stuff, like all this stuff, and it's like." I don't know. I guess that's why, like, in a football game, like, it's better to watch from the stands than, like, be right up on, like, the guys, like, from like, a first-person view.
It's better to see
ass
right
it's
now.
better, but it's better to see everything. You know what I mean?
for
Like,
real.
rather than one person's view of it.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't be that interesting. Because he's just all focused in on fucking one thing. Like, watching, like, he just has one
Homie, then
objective.
just don't even show you. Just show the game at that point.
Exactly right. It would be a little bit more interesting because we wouldn't be wondering why the fuck is this guy so upset.
Then again, this is a really funny thing. In the Smash community, people are like this. You might get this in Street Fighter of like, they'll love to see when people do camera angles of their hands
Yeah.
hitting all like the buttons and
Right.
the combos and how fast that moves and everything. I don't know.
No,
was just
that's
a-
very popular on PC gaming too because, like for instance,
see
in
what
Fortnite,
their setups are. And
in Fortnite, it's amazing to see that because like the guy's mouse pad like will be the size of his entire desk, and he'll just be like, whipping that fucking thing around. You're just like, how is the what? Where? And his mouse pad is no joke. It's the size of the desk, and he's just like, and he just and he really just did an actual move. And you're like, he's built that and all that. Like the game didn't freeze or anything. Like what the fuck? And it's just amazing. But that's the kind of the
Let's
thing.
do
is,
that shit with a
is
controller.
the
It look like
cam.
he's flying
When you
in-
get
in
to like
Fortnite.
when you get to that,
So what the
yeah.
fuck are you talking about? Literally, this fool was just flying across the screen. I'm like, Dutch, what are you doing, dog?
For some reason, that's the funny thing that you say that. Everybody says that. They're like, it just looks like you're flying. I don't even
There's
know. But I'm
nothing
like,
you
I'm
don't see
not
anything
good
built until
at-
after.
I'm not good at building that. Like, there's people that
What?
dominate me. There's
Yeah.
people that are so much better than me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember you had a build out with this one dude who was just as good, and you guys were like spinning around each other all the way up in there. And there was
fighting
nothing
dragons
there.
in the
And it was
sky.
funny. We were shooting at the guy, and he was being protected by shit. And we was like, "There's nothing even there, dog." Like you would see it like a ghost, like wall being
Just
shot
show
up.
just long enough.
Those were
for-
the
yeah.
early Fortnite days. Those were the all or nothing. That's when the whole squad would
But
always be
it
on
was
every
third.
day.
And it's because that game was so high in competitiveness that people get down to frame data of
Yeah.
like, how can I basically abuse this down to every
Oh, yeah.
single frame? That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean. That's what Smash is. You when you main a character, you know what their fastest out of shield option
Yeah,
is.
they
So
take-
like Yoshi,
yeah.
it's like 4 frames you can jump and do the kick from shield. And that's 4 frames at 60 frames a second. Like,
Yeah.
that shit matters.
yeah. Well, no, that's exactly Fortnite was getting broken down to that, like where they would take off every post processing, image like detailing, advancement, setting, any aliasing, tessellation, any of that stuff. They just take it off.
Every meta
Take the
ever
depth
on
of
every
view,
game just takes it to that
Take
level.
the view level, put it on high or epic or whatever, and then take everything else down, and then put in your fucking highest grade graphics card and your best like refreshed monitor, 144, hertz or whatever. And they run that bitch at fucking 240, frames per second, even higher. And you're just like, what the fuck? And then that's why you wonder, like, when you get killed in Fortnite, and you're like, my guy's still like in the air, and I'm already dead. Like this guy's, and he's ran past me and already is like building up to do something else. That's because his shit happened like however many frames before yours, because you're only fucking rocking, your fucking solid like 40 frames or
and
whatever.
he's got smooth control while you're glitching between spots.
Yeah,
so
you're
like
and he's
he
already
just
killed
has
you and
full
is moving
control.
through. On
Yeah.
his screen, everything had already happened, and on yours, you're just dying. and,
your
like,
computer's only processed. I pressed up once, and on
Yeah,
his,
it's so
it's like
fucked
I
up.
pressed up 4 times in the time
Yeah,
that your
it's so
system
fucked up.
processed. Yeah, it's nuts how it gets, especially like in
frames
fighting
matter.
games
frames,
do it
so, frames
so
matter.
seriously.
Disgusting.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's like down to startup frames, which frames do damage over, which frames you're vulnerable, which frames like I mean I compare to Smash because that's the one I've dissected to this fucking level. But like even in Pokemon Go, the phone game, people had like in the meta that people had calculated out how many seconds it takes to evolve a Pokemon, because that got you the most XP. So if you in 30 minutes of like the double XP bonus,
Yeah.
you can evolve this many Pokemon. So you save up these Pokemon that cost the least to evolve, and then you just stamp it out, and you can like level up really fast. Even that game dissected shit to the frames level. I don't get it, but also I do it.
Well, no, I mean that's what makes sense though. Like if in anything competitive, competitive wise, or when people get competitive, it starts to come down to you got to send you got to at least complete it.
My bad, guy.
It's okay. Thanks for being a trooper.
You have to complete the circle. Rock.
That's what it's all about.
It's completed, man.
That's what we're really trying to get at tonight. But
Really, here, right now, that's where we're trying to get at.
I
is
was,
complete
just,
this.
I was just saying I was good. I didn't mind.
No,
completing.
yeah, we got it. We got it. But no, yeah, absolutely. Frames matter. PC gaming is in competitive scene. Period. Like that's why it's so you get these like you're like, how the fuck is the monitor like $600? Yeah. And it's because it has all this
crisp.
like back end details where the
man.
frame rate and response time are like
you just hit a whole nother level of this. The megahertz,
yeah.
and like the response time on the TV down to like 110 milliseconds.
Yeah, if you're pumping out, 100 and so many frames per second, your TV needs to be able to refresh
And-
that.
Well, response time from
Otherwise, it's
controller
not.
to system to TV. People
Yeah.
complain about that at tournaments.
You stay hardwired.
They're like, "What kind of screen is that? That's a plasma. I only use LCD."
Yeah.
It's
No,
not-
there is. It's it's IPS panels, not like the 10s, and
why you want
they got to
PC
be
monitors.
LED. Yeah, it's all
That's why
PC
you want a
monitors.
PC
Like,
monitor.
There's a
You
standard.
don't really
there's
want
a standard.
Yeah.
There's
you
a-
get
there's a
the
standard.
the good looking PC monitors. That's what I've got for that.
Yeah,
my
the Min
Switch
Qs
is
are
connected
really nice.
to, and that works
Yeah,
great.
the Min Qs are really nice.
Yeah, I don't.
I've got the nice Samsung that your boy Rocky made happen.
Hey,
That thing
Rocky, you
is
got to use my
beautiful.
TV for a bit when we
That
were
thing is
playing
beautiful.
Destiny here. That's a good screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I got an idea. Let's talk about a certain set of pixels. It's Anthem.
Oh,
We
man.
just hit
Oh.
weekend 2.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to
Yeah.
play it.
That's
Hey, honestly, it need to be
the right
out
response.
already, dog.
I know. What the fuck, man? But
Hey,
I'm
the
so
game
stressed.
is
I'm
perfect. I
I'm
like
glad.
it the way it
I'm
is.
happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I need time. I need time to do other things in other games. And
it is a game I want to
I
like
need
dive
that
into and just
time.
explore.
Exactly. I need
Yeah.
that time because then right after that, Division's coming out. So there's going to be this back and forth between those two, and that's fine. But I want to have a lot of these other games that I've been playing out of the way.
What
I
I
want to get,
like-
I want to get Kingdom Hearts beaten. I got Resident Evil 2 about to finish up. I think I'm going to be finishing that tonight. For the hardcore Leon version of it, and Kingdom Hearts. What else was on my list? I got one more.
I don't know.
I mean, you said Kingdom Hearts. That's enough, dog. Especially if you're playing on Proud, boy. It's
That's
wild.
like a couple dayer.
What, Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, that's
dog?
how many hours you think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
I want
only
to say
been
it's probably
playing
like
about
20 something hours, 30 hours maybe.
each level is about 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
So what? And there's probably like 12 to 15, maybe 20 chapters max.
Yeah.
So 40 hours, yeah.
But that's the thing we don't know because apparently you're going to touch down on all the original worlds and then all those new ones like.
Okay, let's
Toy
talk about that in a
Story
little bit.
and-
Okay, we'll talk about that in a
Oh,
little bit.
okay.
Okay, let's talk about Anthem.
Okay.
Why'd they do it to us? Give us the demo twice and then leave us with nothing?
Because
They
this
know you're going to
second
buy it
weekend,
day one
Yeah.
when it comes
But
out.
what about the
It's most
blind-
niggas should've
you
paid
can
off
get in the
already.
15th.
Let's talk about the blind hate of people that are just like, I don't know, because I'm really involved in the Destiny community and almost all social platforms. So that's what I receive a lot of news from for outside games.
After this weekend,
So-
you're right, though. There's been a
so-
shitload of hate about
So
Anthem.
there's like this weird, like I've seen it on on Twitter. I've seen it on
Reddit,
like, general posts on
YouTube.
Twitter, and I've seen it on like actual streamers posts they're getting hated on, and they're saying like, these guys are dick riders for EA, like this game's shit, don't believe them, and literally I've watched the streamers and seen their reactions straight up, and they are fucking stoked about this game.
Yeah.
A lot of Destiny, Division, MMO,
all the
RPG,
clickbait
Because
videos
I
are
love
talking about the
Division,
complaints.
dog. And
yeah,
I
but
don't-
they're all Anthem fans, and they're
Man.
not saying. All they're saying is that we hope that these minor adjustments, like the whole thing with being at
connections
being at
maintaining and
Taurus
shit.
and not running, being able to run, and the movement
Yeah.
was shitty.
Yeah.
That was a complaint amongst almost everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That like, hey, that's got to change, right? Hopefully that's
yeah,
what
just
changes.
Dragon Balls.
The three D-pad buttons for the weirdest taunt menu ever.
Yeah, that's like half. Like,
And
did you notice it's only like
Hold
the
square.
overlay like cuts off
Yeah.
halfway, so you only see like partial of the next one.
Yeah.
Can't even tell what it is.
Well, I couldn't actually like.
A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, that was really weird. They showed like
Yeah.
half of the picture.
yeah, it'd be like just the
Um,
arm.
yeah.
You're like, okay, I can't tell which one that is, but let's do it anyway.
It's like the only one that mattered was the flare.
I'd just be like, and your guy would throw it so hard, but it would only go so far. You'd be like, and it'd just be like, right there. You're like, well, okay,
They would
perfect.
stick to people though.
It was funny, and the funny thing is, I noticed like other people. That's
And then,
exactly
like,
what they were doing too.
Square to
so.
reload, hold square to switch weapons. That was a weird switch. But
That's brutal. On PC, it's just 1-2, 1-2.
Are you playing it on PC, dog?
Absolutely.
How was it, bro?
It's fucking beautiful.
But they
Even
said-
better, huh?
Okay. At first, people were saying that the PC controls were weird,
You were saying that.
I
a lot of
don't.
people were saying that. last
Yeah,
week.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
I
I
played it,
read that
and then
too,
I
though.
played it, and I didn't think that, but I only played the second demo, so I don't know if they
Okay.
changed anything or not.
They did make an announcement.
But they said
like,
that they changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they changed a lot of stuff for the second weekend, but also they changed an incredible amount of things that weren't even part of the
Did you
second
guys
weekend's
notice any
updates
changes
yet.
when you played?
Oh yeah, things were way more stable for the
I
most
thought so
part.
too. I thought it was a
It's
lot more
stability.
stable as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I got the
Especially the
audio issue
flying.
once.
I got an audio tick. It didn't go out. It just was starting to be like something would like interfere with it, and it was like based off of a movement I was doing. So I don't know.
There
if
were
it was
weird
like
things
I
like
didn't
that. They
have
were
any of
booting
those
people out.
issues. My shit was running smooth. I loved it.
For the most part, a lot of things were running a lot better.
Oh, I
But
loaded
at
right
the same
straight
time, there were
in.
still plenty of disconnects.
Oh yeah, the
a
second
lot of
time
rubber
you didn't
banding with
have that
characters
shit.
disappearing.
Where you didn't.
That happened once or twice. Yeah, it happened with you a couple times. I remember that. It happened with me once. It happened with Matt a couple times.
I didn't get locked out.
Yeah.
Where I had to cut it off and go back into
I
it.
saw
never happened to
more
me either.
issues
Yeah, that was-
playing as a group with friends. I didn't see issues running solo usually. I actually saw more issues when we were playing as a team.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I wasn't playing as a team. I was kind of just thug life.
I was doing that a lot. It was great.
So-
You could just wander around, find shit. You could come up on the other guys that are playing in there, and like y'all do whatever mission comes on. There were some good challenges if you dug down. Like
Yeah.
sometimes there'd be like a world event mixed with a
Yeah, it was
with
interesting how they did that.
Who are
mixed
you
with
maining?
like a
My bad.
interceptor to start.
You gonna main? All right.
Are you
cool.
going?
All
that?
right, okay, are we picking our classes for the squad right now?
Yeah, that's why I'm.
I don't
asking.
like the Colossus. I gave him
I'm-
a second
I'm
shot. I
Ranger.
tried the Storm, super cool, but not me.
We gotta find a Titan.
I
'cause
enjoy
can't
the
from
Ranger.
little Colossus.
Sorry, you were saying?
I'm the Storm.
We gotta get a Titan
Well,
Colossus character.
your boy is gonna be probably forced into that role because he already paid for it. He already bought the game.
Who Chan? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
He already bought the game. So
Well, he's been
That's
playing
why-
it anyway.
he played it once.
You're right.
I'm Ranger.
You
he
like
bought
it a
it.
lot.
He bought it last week. Like, hey, straight off. Like, no reason at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All I literally delivered
Gave
him
him it for free.
a free demo, and he just hits me with like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go. It's downloading right now, and I was like, okay, so good, it worked for you. I'll tell Sam that it's actually working, and he just needs to like, maybe try something else.
Well, I had to find my way
Yeah,
into the right
right.
menu. It was weird.
Right.
But
So next thing leads to it. I'm like, okay, so it worked. And he's like, no. Like, I didn't even try it. I just fucking bought that shit. And I was like, weird flex, but okay.
No. That was the trap I was stuck in.
yeah.
It kept making me like when you went to try and find the free demo to download it where they were advertising
Yeah.
it would only take you to the buy it screen and it
Right.
made it look like
Yeah.
you had to buy the game
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
be
there you
able to
go.
download the demo.
It's a good move by
really
them.
weird. Yeah, it was a shitty move kind of.
Well,
Well, smart. We'll give them that.
you know what I meant.
Yeah, it was a good move.
Shitty for you, of course.
Yeah.
I went into the search menu, typed it
right.
out, and had to find like the demo, and then it took you to like a different screen.
Right.
So it was like its own
Man,
file.
as soon as I got home, I downloaded it. I couldn't even play that night. It wouldn't let me load in.
It was doing that a
Yeah,
lot.
because you didn't know
a lot
that,
of servers
well,
shut
we
down.
did the same thing happened to us, and then we just went on Google, and it was like, okay, reset your shit, and it worked.
I just was like, fucking stupid fucking
So we played. We played all night. But it's just funny, he just bought it instantly, so he's playing for sure, even if we don't play.
Yeah.
Even if we decide not to get the game. So he's
I
he's
really
got it.
like the heavy melee build.
So we'll just make him be
I
the
like
Colossus.
the interceptor a lot.
Like, or we ain't playing, dog. You already bought this shit.
Hey, I'm definitely gonna main the Ranger though. I made
That's
up my
perfect
mind.
Yeah, I'm the
because
Storm
you know
for
what
sure.
the Ranger has such a good thing that I'm gonna rely on you for, especially while we don't have a Colossus. If we
Oh
don't,
my god, if you gotta rely on me
that
some,
pop
for some
shield,
shit,
man.
bruh.
No, dude, that pop shield is perfect. The because he drops that orb shield. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't drop a single fucking shield.
Oh,
I was
so-
wilding, dog. I
All right,
will not
here's the
lie
thing
to
that
you.
I like about
He
Anthem.
might not have
every
got the shield.
class. Okay, so every class has. So I'm saying this for everybody, not just for you guys. Sorry, but every class has a support move. It's your L1 and R1 at the same time, which is dope. Like the Ranger has, he'll drop a bubble shield essentially. But you can also make it so that one of them was like that bubble makes it so you get a power boost. So you drop like an orb thing that'll give everyone support.
A
in some
dome
way.
shield.
The interceptor
Titan bubble.
Yeah, the interceptor drops does like a kind of like a close range area of effect, where like the main one I was running, it would get rid of any status effects. So if you were dealing with like electrocution, or if you were on fire because you overheated, I used it for myself a lot. Was like if I was overheated, you could just throw the rally charge or whatever, and you would be clean of the fire.
Okay.
What does the storm have?
The storm has a few different options. It's the shield, the wall, wind wall,
Okay.
and then he has a quickening field, which is similar to the dome.
Oh, that haste thing, right?
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
dome, but it doesn't offer any shield. It's just all your abilities and movements are it's a haste shield. Basically.
And you have
It
to be
casts
in it, or do you
haste
just run
in
through
the-
it?
You have to run through it.
Okay.
If you
cool.
stay in it, it will stay buffed. If you leave it, it will start the countdown.
That's great.
But the countdown is equivalent to the shield once you get it, so it's like 10 seconds.
Okay.
So once
See,
you
I didn't
leave it,
know
it's
how
like
that
10
one worked.
seconds.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you got to run through it.
But they're good support things.
But it has exactly. It has the wall, which was for me it was a different because I was used to the ranger and I was used to using the dome as my shield. So I was like, okay, hey, that's my noticeable shield. Boom, it lands right on me. But the storm wall or shield wall, wind wall is actually what it's called. Wind wall. You actually like cast the bitch on a range, so like you can like cast it and like shield off a whole section of enemies.
Yeah, that's dope.
Very far away from you.
Let's go with those scorpions.
Or you can land one right next to you. You can actually gauge it. And the system that they use, which, like, on the fly, like, usually those types of things are real wonky and sloppy and fast. And, like, you're like, oh, I can't really tell where I'm going. It was actually really smooth. It gave you a clear, like, once I saw what it was,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, hey, man, I can play with this and actually like, get really good. It wasn't,
And same thing as on my
it was
side of like
intuitive, yeah.
seeing a teammate use it. It's like, wait, what is that? Oh, it's not how it's hurting me, or it's not hurting me. It's
Yeah.
helping me, and then you realize pretty quick it's got like the blue outline about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And then for the other support for Colossus, he does like a shout type thing that
Where everybody
like a
targets him.
taunt. Yeah, everyone will target him, but you can gain. Perks
He's
and
a,
things.
there's a.
He's a sentinel class,
He's a sentinel,
not a
yeah,
tank
He's a
class.
sentinel. He's not a tank. He's a sentinel. He takes damage, receives damage, and
Yeah.
and he buffs from it.
The Storm, if anything, is the tank class, being the flying shield. 'Cause-
Yeah, it's a little bit more tanky, but I think the tankness really runs into the artillery of
Yeah.
the ranger.
That's true.
I was
The
about to say the
Ranger,
I
Ranger
think
seems to
the
be
artillery
that
of the
guy.
ranger,
and being able to pop shield,
Yeah.
the higher shield, the higher
because
health.
I can be the storm where he can be tanky, he can also be just not, because if the enemy's not weak to my element or they're buffed to it or something like that, then my tankiness kind of goes away. And
Okay.
then I rely back onto my firearms,
Mm-hmm.
which like it's still good because I do get that buff in the air, which I can get into unusual
Yeah.
places.
You still fit the mage class mainly.
But yeah, exactly. It's still real magey. I got to keep
But
a
that's
good
a cool
distance.
thing, especially with the
flight,
technology base.
Yeah, the flight really comes into when I want to get up over a bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
cast my super, a couple other spells after that, and then when they're all stunned from it, really start to, I guess my end game would be to proc every type of speed ability I could to regain my abilities
Yeah,
as fast as I could.
but that would be sweet.
So that would be like the ideal build for him,
Yeah.
is to just get through your abilities is back as soon as possible, because
that's total mage
that's
class.
where exactly. So it's like I'm devastating even because I can get into weird places and I'm not really glassy at all.
Yeah,
Where the interceptor is. You
yeah.
know what
I
mean?
play the glass
Exactly.
class, but I really like the.
But he's can do
What you
his
get is the-
damage
Yeah,
output.
Once you get in and get out,
insane damage output.
Yeah.
You've got great maneuverability to just get in and get out. And then I invest in both shield and blade damage. That's
Right.
what I was investing in.
And that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, exactly. So
Because you
you're
don't
like,
need health, you need shield.
shield reinforcement.
Yeah.
is what you would be putting on as your extra.
And I loved
That seal for
the
your leveling. What was that one?
What was
Where
that?
was the passive? It was a passive seal.
oh you
on
would
the
get,
on
like,
him,
those
he called them
boosts?
seals. They called them seals on
Oh,
the storm.
I don't
But you
remember
would get
what you're talking
like
about.
you get
You
two of
get
them as you level
buffs?
up. It was a
Are you talking about-
passive buff. You could get like an armor reinforcement, a shield reinforcement.
Oh, those you could interchange them. You could
Yeah,
those
you
were
could-
interchangeable between everybody.
I know.
the ones I
I
ran
know. I'm
was-
just saying, like
oh.
you would switch those to
Yeah.
your build. Like
Oh yeah,
for
so
instance,
those
like,
are the ones that I
on
had.
your
One was a
interceptor-
really high shield.
Yeah, you might want
And
to
then-
run double shield even. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
like
for
that's,
real.
Well,
you know,
I had like a 10% damage
Yeah.
output for every blade hit.
right.
So that's
But
the
I'm
one
just
that I
saying
have for the
that's
other.
where you could really.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what this game's offered.
You got a lot of
that-
freedom.
That what the other games that the reason why we complain about a lot of stuff like the reason why we complain about the weapon choices or the armor choices in Destiny is because they don't really lend themselves to any build.
Yeah, for real.
And now we're getting into it where we can manipulate everything about us to be our build and how we play.
And enough things cross over between all the suits. Enough things are suit specific, so you feel like you have a good dynamic range.
Yeah, and if you're going to play the Colossus, you're going to play the Colossus. You're not going to be reaching out into any other platform or it's trying to sky up into the air or trying to be all maneuverable and in and
you're
out.
You're going to be a ground warrior.
and you, so you,
I mean,
your
he
build
does
is your
his
build.
thing, too. I'm not taking nothing from him.
No,
He
but I'm
does
just
his
saying your
thing.
build is your build. If
Yeah.
that's what you're going to play, you're going to play that, and you're going to want to be the best of that you can be.
And you do have significant more health as the Colossus. And if you know how to use the shield right, it's both a heavy melee and it's better than.
I saw some
of the
people getting on the Colossus. This guy had like 20-something bars of health.
Yeah. You got a stupid amount.
He had 20. Like they break him down.
Probably was
into these
maxing
little
his health
sections.
things.
They break them into these sections on the Colossus, and he had 20 of them, and it was like fucking across
It's
the
their way of
fucking
comparing.
screen.
So the Interceptor
you're like,
you have
what?
2. The Ranger you have 4.
And that's what his thing. He would just sit there and take damage, and everybody would just be targeting him, and then the dudes would just slink around the back, double storm, and they would just stuck in like it was insane for like 45 seconds, and then the place would just be cleared out. And you're like, but you know,
and
that
then
was obviously
that
like
cannon
somebody that
mortar
played a lot
blast
more.
is ridiculous. That just
Oh yeah, I've seen
shoots
some amazing
fucking
things.
nukes.
Yeah, I've seen the Titan get down. Well, my bad. The Colossus get down.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's something about
I just
the
feel like
Ranger.
No,
Playing
right.
them is
The
too
Ranger
slow for me.
was who I thought I was gonna main.
Okay.
That missile barrage, so goddamn good.
I'm
I love
definitely maining.
I
how
love
they,
that move.
Yeah.
I love that
something they do great in Anthem is how they manage the control of arc-type things, like the grenades for the Ranger or the mortar shot for the Colossus.
Yeah.
They do a really good job of showing you the arc it's going to take and where it's going to land.
Yeah.
And they lock on auto, sort of.
That's exactly what I'm talking
very
about with,
well.
with the shield,
Yeah.
the ranging, and the casting the spells,
Yeah.
the ranging. They give you this like nice orb that shows you the damage
It's
area.
very
that's
easy to
interacting-
figure out.
Yeah, that's interacting with the environment. It's like this is where it's going to go exactly. It even shows you like when you're directly over the enemy. It gives you like a little signal.
Something they did that was
And-
great about that
Yeah,
game. was
and
that,
it's like
for
that's
sure.
great. Something they didn't do so great about that whole the heads up display and the kind of the user interface. When you're taking damage, the arrow or like normally we'd get like a red arrow. That's
Yeah.
the direction it's coming from. Well, they have like this red arrow that's like the opacity on it is set fucking super high so you can
Yeah.
hardly see the bitch. And especially when you're in certain environments, you almost can't see it. So it's hard to tell like who exactly is just maxing you out right now until you finally it's too late and you're dead. And then you're like, oh man, he was fucking right next to me.
Or when you run
Like,
out of
what?
guys and you're like, wait, this mission isn't over yet. Where the fuck is this last
Yeah.
guy?
And there's no real red. He's
You
not showing
have
up on the
the
radar.
compass, yeah. So on your compass,
there's
when you turn around,
some
they show
interface
little red
issues.
dots, but it's wonky as hell.
Yeah, there's some interface issues that I think maybe.
I think those are things they've already worked on.
Yeah, because this is not an official build.
Yeah. Even all the
And,
text
yeah,
stuff,
so-
like when you're reading about like the perks things have, and there was this big issue where
Someone's
a lot
are
of
at
things
0.
would roll 0 perks.
Yeah.
They said all that stuff was fixed.
Yeah, like
So,
I had
like-
zeros on everything. I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck did it even
Yeah,
point?
why
to this?
would
I
it
was like,
even
this has
tell
to
me
be-
if I got
I was
a
like, This
perk
has
if
to
it's
be
zero?
a thing.
No, they're fixing all those things.
And that's something I learned from demos. Like a lot of times, and this is where this negative hate, a lot of this negative hate comes to. People are like, you had to pay to play this demo? What is that? Demos are free. And it's like, it is free.
Yeah, everybody got to play it this
It's
weekend.
free. And no, last week it was free too. Do you know how to like make a pre-order and then like play the game and then make a decision that you didn't want to buy it
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
cancel
Sure.
the pre-order?
For real.
That's why it's called a pre-order, and you can cancel it before the actual order has been made. And they know that. And that's why their partners in selling this stuff, where only so many pre-orders are available, are the most willing places to take pre-orders back or allow you to reallocate those finances to some other thing. So the whole thing about this, like, uproar of like, oh, this hasn't changed, da da da. They just want to get my money. the people that are saying that, it's like no one's after your money.
Look,
and
you
need
can
to
wait till
calm
it comes
down.
out and you could buy the game and play it.
But you can calm down about and then what? Spend all your money and then not be able to turn the game back?
Plus, like,
Let's talk about that. You can't return open games.
Yeah.
and we
okay.
sat through
And
Glitch Fest
that's them
to
giving
get
you
these
the
good
opportunity.
moments too. This is a beta.
They're like, you're going to instill a little bit of faith. Your $5 of faith. You're going to instill your $5 of faith in us.
Yeah.
For us to give you the opportunity to play this game well before it's ever coming out, and then offer some feedback to us constructively. Not saying, "Oh, it's dumb."
Yeah.
Oh, making us pay for demos is stupid.
Yeah.
That's not constructive. If you said making someone pay for video game or for a demo is unusual and is not something I've experienced in the past, so I'm a little bit reluctant to pay you to do something like this. If you can understand, where I'm coming from, that would be like, oh, hey, this guy has an experience of it. At least he knows what he's talking about. He's played demos before. He's never happened to have experienced one where they'd actually have you pre-order it. That's why he's it's not as savory to him.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, oh, that's dumb.
And
It might not be the best choice of theirs, but like, honestly, dude, no one, if you get you with the times, go pre-order the shit
Get
from
with the
Best Buy
times.
or Amazon or GameStop. They
But
don't charge you till they ship it, and then
this is,
cancel it if you really didn't like it.
This is the issue.
And if you did like it, support the developer and spend the $60 and play the game for the next 3 fucking years with free DLCs.
They've always done this. Like when you went to GameStop and you pre-order something, back in the day, your demo came on a disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to give you like discs.
Yeah,
Used
or
to
you
come
can-
with the
or you
system
or
or
you
with other
flip that
games.
bitch out the magazine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
magazine.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It
Oh,
was in the
yeah.
magazines
Oh, yeah.
or you either got them out the
Kids
magazines
don't
or
know.
you pre-ordered
Kids don't
them.
know.
Does that
better.
Game
That's
Informer
what
have
we
a
know.
plastic bag around it? I wonder what's
Yeah.
inside.
We don't know, okay? Kids don't know these things, right? We
Remember
don't
when
think
it got
about that shit.
when it got super heavy digital out of nowhere, you were able to just get to the demo immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was the issue. But now that they've changed that shit up, where you got to pre-order again, people got a problem with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I do
I
feel
get it.
like you would get a lot more sales though if you just made it available for people. But I feel like the stores want to make sure they're going to make their money, so this is how they control that or something.
And this was more of a beta than a demo.
They are giving you the demo so they can get a small amount of data back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
they
saying.
can use
That's
it. So it's like
that's where you got to set the line, though. That's
But,
the
like,
difference of a beta,
so
which
many-
this was, and a demo that is here's a small experience of the game.
it was a demo.
This was on the beta side where they were still collecting data, and you can tell because
a demo's
so
like that too. A demo's like that
Yeah, a
too.
demo.
A demonstration of the
Demos
game.
do
A
get
demo is
that.
a demonstration
But-
of the game.
a demo's like
Beta's usually used,
All
the
right,
word
all right,
used,
fine.
but beta is usually the word used when you preview an online game.
yeah, and to
and
me
online
demo
functions are working.
beta to me is like still like there is a more of a development focus than a let you test the game.
There's,
I
but
feel
I don't
like-
think they're
Focus.
going to develop. I think beta is more of a development thing, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
game's literally
And
already
so
made done.
this game
done,
that we
yeah.
played, and if you look at it,
Well, they said we didn't
what
play
we
the
played-
original.
what
They
I mean
said we
is
didn't play it.
what okay. So the thing about also like looking at the number of glitches we dealt with and how much probably wasn't in this demo that we played over the weekend that it's already developed into the final game. They've had a really long PR trail. This is the same demo that's been running like every streamer
They
that's
even
played
said
it for months.
actually they said that it wasn't.
But it's the same part
They
of
said
the
it's
game.
a different build. Yeah, but they said the build
yes,
is
a
different.
different build,
They said it's
but-
an older build, an even older build. They
But that's
said
what I-
we wanted. They said they wanted to give the build they thought would be the best for everybody.
Okay.
Dado even went through this, and he says he doesn't really understand why, and he doesn't know why. The demos he played in PAX West in Seattle,
Yeah.
completely different.
But what
What?
all I'm
and,
doing
and not in where you played, not where you played or what you played. The
game.
the build,
no
like
issues. The
yeah.
issues complete. He said there were issues. Don't get him wrong. There were issues.
Yeah.
But not the loading screen, not the infinite loading screen.
But
not
those are
these-
server related that they didn't have there.
Exactly.
That was a
where
closed loop they
and-
were playing
where
on before.
Where they couldn't exactly land,
Yeah.
where they had full control over it.
You can have all 16 screens in the same room.
We might be getting a lot of these issues, what we thought were glitches, which are completely out of their control. It's not not the game's
And all I'm
problem.
saying this to do is
You know?
separate that the version we played is not where the game stands currently. These PR things, they put packages together.
But I
for,
mean,
I'm saying this
people
for people
know
out
that
there
already.
too. I'm just sharing information, like it's that is a lot of that. And so since they've had such a long PR trail, we're playing like a weird version of the game compared to where the game actually stands. That's
Man,
really what I'm saying about. And
I'm
in this
just
one,
glad they reached every
been-
expectation.
We're playing an
Yeah.
iteration
that they
of
put
the
out there.
final,
Yes.
the actual final.
and I did want to
version.
stress that because of the way people were complaining over the weekend.
People were just
I can't
hating on
stand it.
I
Yeah.
don't
The
understand
biggest
it.
complaint
And
I saw
everybody's
though
like-
that was stupid was the money thing. People got a glimpse. There was a
I
leaked
know.
image of what the market looks like, and people saw that it was going to be $20 for a full robot skin. But that's 5 parts or so for each person that you can change out intermittently, and
I'll
that's the
definitely
same
be
pricing as
buying
Fortnite.
skins in this
So,
game with
you're
no
right.
hesitation.
And
I don't
Here's
care.
Here's the thing: is I
all the
hate that
DLCs are
complaint.
free.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
dog,
Is
it's skin
this
time.
is a,
Let's get it,
granted, you are
dog.
buying the base game
I was
just like
talking
you'd be
shit,
buying the
but
base
skins is
season
where it's
pass
at
for
in this
Fortnite. But getting all the additions for free, being able to grind out these items anyway, just in a longer process.
Did you guys
But
deck
also,
out any
like,
of your characters in it?
It's
Oh
you.
my
Oh,
God,
every
man.
one
I
of
spent
my
all
robots
my
looks
money.
so
I
fly.
spent all my coins.
Yep.
Yeah, I did
Everybody
too.
looked good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I'm excited to spend money on this game, but that means that it is a pay when you want to format. It earns your extra money.
and-
They have to earn
yeah,
your extra
by
money
being
through
like-
their content
Yeah,
they release.
exactly. They're like,
That's
oh,
a
that skin's
great
dope. I have to
fucking
buy it. I have to
model.
buy
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
In this world of microtransactions, where in reality these bigger titles, it is too expensive to
Yo,
sell a $60 game anymore.
if they're
So how do
giving
you
you-
continue making more?
They're giving
this
you free
is the
DLC,
way to do it.
though. You're getting
Yeah.
free DLC.
You're getting free DLC.
They got to make their bread somewhere.
And you are spending money on what you want. You are picking the item and buying it. You are not buying chance.
Yeah.
They got rid of the loot box concept, and you are buying the item you want. It is only to look good, but I would spend my money on that because they're going to earn that.
Yeah, because I can
through
make
gameplay.
my ranger, or like I'm just saying, dog. Like, yeah,
We
personally,
talked earlier in
I
the
look
show
forward to it.
about Sea of Thieves. That game, when you guys first saw it, when I was showing video after an E3, you guys were like, that game looks boring. And that's how it felt to a lot of people when it first came out, because they just had this great world, but there wasn't enough in it. And now look at the game a year later, and it's got this humongous, deeply developed world and community.
Yeah.
Anthem is set up for that same exact thing. Everything is set up to change.
Except for good
Everything is set
character
up to grow
builds.
and evolve. More javelins are even said to come out, I heard. So there will be new
gunplay
types of
is
suits.
great.
What?
That I don't know if they just mean skins wise or if they mean new types of suits, but that's all
like
possible.
a new class. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't know about that.
Well, that's
for
kind of
sure,
what I
but-
got from the javelin
That's what it
tech.
sounded like,
That-
yeah.
yeah, but I got that. I kind of got that from them because, like, when they introduced the storm class, they kind of explained. They're like, "This is
Yeah, they break it all down.
yeah." They're like, "This is a new, completely new development where we take the tech from our enemies, da da da, this or that." And he's like, "We can do that." And she's like, "Yeah, we can do this." Or, you know,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
trust
So
that
it's
too.
The
like
story is set
you know
up
what I
well
mean?
to
Yeah.
develop over time,
Yeah.
even.
That's
Again,
tight as fuck.
So-
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
and everybody has this Destiny 2 verse Anthem, and the only thing they're going to be fighting for is my playtime.
Yeah.
Because these are two different ones, and it's just literally going to be, you know, and here's where maybe Destiny might lose this, is that they have this whole, you know, you got to pay for this year pass, this annual pass to even be playing Destiny right now.
Yeah.
Like not to really be playing it, but there's nothing new that's coming out for the next year.
If
You're gonna be
Eververse
playing,
was the only thing
you're
they
gonna be
were
playing the Last
spending
Wish
money on,
for the next year. The Last Wish is
Yeah.
the farthest thing you can do for the next year.
if Destiny 2
Unless you get an annual pass that
only
costs
made you pay
$40.
for the Eververse stuff, I would have bought more Eververse stuff, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been
never buy
sour about
anything.
the money I spent.
I never buy anything about from the Eververse. But the thing that
They
I'm
got
talking
me
about,
once.
the thing
I
I'm
bought a
talking
couple
about,
things,
but the thing
but-
I'm
They
talking
got
about
me
is that
yeah,
there's
they
not
got
going to be anything new unless you pay for a $40 annual pass when
Yeah.
you can buy a $60 game and play the entire year, and then get the new DLC that's coming out at the end of the year when they do the
Free.
annual thing for free.
Look
just
what
like
Monster Hunter did.
Just like Monster
Hey,
Hunter.
honestly, though, Monster
Yeah.
Hunter is slept on. I feel like it was a really good.
Oh, it
fucking
keeps
It's
game.
not
going.
though.
It's got
it
a-
came out on PC.
Yeah.
PC came a big pickup too. They have lifers on there, dude.
I don't
It's
have
really
no.
good.
I get
homies that play
continuous
besides
notifications
us.
of events.
Well,
too.
that's how it kind of always was. We were the ones that were always playing.
Okay.
Like everybody else got it, and they're like, "Oh, I love it." Da, da, da. I'm almost as high level as you, and I was like, "Yeah, like how many armor sets do you have?"
And that game levels a really
Like, oh
different
yeah,
thing.
I have all of them.
Rank
like,
is
exactly,
way
like,
different than
exactly.
just levels.
Rank doesn't mean anything.
It's
I
not
can go
XP,
fight.
It's main challenge stream.
Right,
That's it.
it's
Did
actually-
you do
yeah.
that one yet? No. I still have to fight those
Right.
two fucking unicorn things. I forget what they're called right now. And so I'm stuck on rank 49 still. But
Right.
I've enjoyed hopping in to go hunt the special shit that comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was late game that I switched over to playing the heavy bow gun.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
You didn't make the little suit?
What?
You didn't make a suit for that?
What do you mean?
Like the little unicorn suit? It looks
Oh,
B2K,
well, we
but
killed a lot of them.
No,
We felt
someone
like I
did.
farmed stuff. I
Someone
made,
made one.
No, I made a bunch
I
of
definitely
weapons.
made one.
I made their weapons, but I didn't do that rank.
It was the only way to beat.
You had to make one of the suits so you didn't take the damage.
Yeah.
So you didn't take the electrical damage. Yeah.
But that wasn't the specific rank challenge.
Hey, Rocky's like, I can't beat him, dog. I just keep down. I was like, I think you have to craft that.
I have,
my
I
god!
have a
So you have
lance.
to beat the one
Yep.
to fight the two, because if not, it's over, dog. There's nothing you can do about
And that
it.
rank challenge is like you got to fight 2 in a short period of time. So it
Yeah,
sucks.
it was good. I remember when
you didn't
man.
rock it.
Well, I
Man,
killed
we
them
gotta-
a bunch,
we
but
gotta
not that
get in a good-
specific challenge. So I'm still on rank 49 just because I didn't go do that one story challenge.
Yeah, the
I did-
anniversary is going on right now. I think it lasts for
Yeah, I
like
think
another
I'm gonna hop
month.
on
Yeah.
and check it out. At least
Well, I
see
think
what's
the
going on.
day, March. It's
But
March.
Kingdom Hearts,
March
bro.
something.
Fuck.
But
Get on
Kingdom
it.
Hearts is like a couple. For me, I feel like that's like a weekender. I think I can bang that out. in a
See,
weekend.
that's how I'm
I'm
treating
gonna play like
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna do
also.
like 6-hour sessions.
Yeah.
You're not gonna beat it in a
It's-
weekend, bro.
I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 6-hour sessions.
It's like how I'm gonna be doing Spider-Man. Once it comes, I'm gonna take a break for a weekend and just.
Spider-Man is
You
like
can smash that.
Exactly.
not me because I get out there and I
I'm gonna
just
get
start
so
fucking
lost in that
swinging
city of
back
just
and
like.
forth. I don't do anything.
But see, that's the thing.
I don't
was
do
doing
anything.
everything.
That's my warm-up
I'm
every
almost
time I get into a
platinum.
game
All I
like
gotta
that.
do is get the suits, and then
I
I'm
don't
platinum.
do anything in that game.
And they keep adding more suits.
Yeah, but the suits are free right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's a new DLC coming out too.
Yeah. Oh, it was the last DLC, right, from the package? Because they already put 2 out.
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
even
the
opened the
third.
plastic yet,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, there's another one
I
coming
still
out.
got
that's what I'm
Game
working on.
fresh.
Oh, it's so good.
but seriously,
dog. And you
Anthem-
should definitely
Anthem-
invest
yeah.
in the
Anthem is where it's
the
at.
fucking season pass.
So like
That's
Yeah.
where I'm gonna be at coming 22nd.
my last thoughts, it sold me, and I was a no in the beginning, so it is a good evolution to see me really wanting this game.
They got the builds.
And as you're talking about, especially with the rest of this year, with all these like games like the Division 2 coming out,
That shit is disappointing
what
right
you
now.
get
'cause,
with
ugh.
Anthem is the straight PvE, your pace type of
Right.
game.
Right.
So it's going to be my
Exactly.
escape,
So it's gonna be good.
and I'm going to take breaks from my escape to play the other games.
Okay.
Like I can literally be hanging out, waiting to load up missions, like till you guys
like
get on, like
Division
look
literally
that up
Anthem
and
is
smash
also
on the other
heavy
side.
How
locked up.
Destiny's going to be for us is going to be just like it's been with the Black Armory.
Yeah.
The thing's going to drop. You're going to do it for
Hop
3
in to
days.
play for a bit,
You're going
and
to do
then-
it for 3 days. You're going to finish everything out of it, and then you're going to
For
be
a
like,
month, I'll do it at least
Then
once
you're
a
going to be
week.
like, oh, now I'm doing Forsaken stuff.
Yeah.
That was beginning of year 2 stuff. Still,
Yeah.
because we've been doing it since September.
Yeah.
And like I'm even noticing that more on PC that I play it. Like I'm probably not going to buy the annual pass.
The
Maybe
forced grind.
Maybe in March or after March in like April, when like it builds up where there's like a bunch of stuff I can go do. Because actually that was really fun for me when I had the entire. Like I thought about using
You have the whole game in front of you.
Yeah, when I had that, and then I was like, I could just run through the story, Like, it was really fun, and the whole entire story, everything was really good. However, the $60 package should have included Osiris and Warmind at the very beginning. Because those are shit fucking DLCs. Dude, they're 3 missions.
Yeah, but
Osiris
there
was
were
3 fucking
really
missions.
short.
Yeah, it was bullshit,
There was
but
the
I can't
guns
say
thing
that they
that
were
they
shit.
tried
They were
to stretch
fun.
it out with, but it wasn't enough.
I just told you they were fun.
Oh, okay.
But I just said it should be reformatted to where I fucking paid for the shit 3 times.
I think they
brother.
need to
Don't
just
talk-
bless everybody who spent the money. You know,
They
what I mean?
blessed people later. They blessed me on PC because all I had to do was buy Forsaken.
They had
and I
to
got
do the
'em.
makeup campaign. They didn't just give you stuff. And it felt what Destiny 2 in the large part from that department feels like is the idea of releasing a game that's not finished so you can keep people around by really just rolling out what you should have already
I
made.
feel like they
Thanks-
should give
thanks,
everybody like
Activision.
a rare
Yes.
armor.
And I agree entirely. Bungie learned so much about what it's like working with Activision through the painstaking life of Destiny 2.
Yeah, they're like,
But Destiny
it's not
3,
ready. Activision
and with the
release
success
it.
of Anthem,
Okay,
I
we
think
released
Destiny
it.
3 is
We're
going to
not
be
happy.
amazing.
That final product was shit. We told you it was shit. We weren't ready, and you said release it. Oh yeah. Well, we have to meet the deadline. Okay.
Yeah.
They're just literally staring at each other like this.
But
Like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and tell my media that we're disappointed, and we didn't think you guys did what you're supposed to do. Okay, we're gonna go tell our community. We're gonna tell the actual community that hey, we did everything we could do, and we're proud of what we did.
And yeah,
And they're gonna see that, and then when the shit gets settled, which it just has when we got split, and they get their chance probably at the end of this year.
you know what
to
you
release
noticed
their
too
shit.
is how in the
We'll see what's going
beginning
on.
how Bungie responded to things was way more the Activision answer to problems.
Yeah, there's things I wouldn't
Like
looked at
their
the contracts.
PR level
Yeah.
side even was like, oh, what do you talk about? Like
Yeah.
the more Activision level
Yeah.
style of going about
Well-
it. And then later on they were like, no, we really want to make this
Well,
good.
let's talk about some
Yeah.
of the clauses in these guys' contracts. There's clauses in Activision's contract with Bungie that after a certain amount of time, there's just things that they don't deal with because they won't pay them. So like let's say I don't know what's a common one like something disappears out of someone's item shop, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say that was someone started playing the game late, and it was 6 months past that had come out. They're like,
Yeah.
well, that content was released 6 months ago. We don't troubleshoot it.
Oh, that glitch
So
is on a first year content
So
thing,
guess
like,
what?
yeah.
If Bungie wants to figure it out, the person that figures it out does it on Bungie time. So technically his own free time.
Yeah.
Not getting paid. So if he wants to make sure that his game is perceived properly, he has to go do that on his own time and not get paid because Activision is not willing to fork the dollar because the content's 6 months old.
What happens when you calculate
So you want
Profit.
you want content as early as possible, and then when the content's out and been out for some time, you don't want to be able to go back and fucking maintenance it.
Yeah. You want to be able to just play the game.
And that's written in their contract. That's shitty.
But so I'm just looking
You know, but I'm just
forward
saying
to the
that's
learning lesson.
That's the type
to
of
see
stuff. That's the
Destiny
type of
3.
stuff that we won't have to deal
Yeah.
with. You know, and
And
you're
I
gonna
think
get
that's
guys. You're
the
gonna get guys that are
separation you
directly.
see on
They're,
Anthem right now.
they're tied hardcore to the game, and we're gonna get that feeling from them. It's like we're dealing with anything that's more craft brew, or
Yeah.
we're going to someone's who brews beer themselves and going to their house and tasting that beer and having them give you like the story of it. Like that's what you're gonna be like with experiencing a game that's produced, developed, and published by the same place.
That's a cool way to put it.
You're gonna get more intimate relationship with the developer.
I feel Anthem from the ground up, they're already looking at it as such a community development game over time too.
Yeah.
Just
It's a great time
you can
to,
see
you know,
how they promote
slip
it, how
in.
they show
it's
it,
a great
how they're
time to
making
slip
work.
in on that
Yeah.
genre.
And it's especially for such a service game, a lifestyle game,
Yeah.
a hobby game.
Right.
I maintain one hobby game at a time.
I'll live in
really.
this world for a little
And
bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm getting in my
And-
javelin. Don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, and like the way they have it set up, it just feels like the community likes this. Let's revolve that in more. They set up the entire world to be, we're going to change this as it develops. That just gives you such an open thing for what things can become. They teased you a bit with like that storm on Sunday, of like you got to fight harder shit that'll just cycle through.
Yeah.
All that means they could add things when they need to.
Right.
They can listen to the community and react accordingly, and it doesn't have to take months.
Not to get off subject, but
Yeah.
did you guys go to that little concert in Fortnite?
No.
No.
I know people that did.
What are you talking?
Yeah, me too. I got a couple.
No, it's stupid.
They did
They
a
had a
concert.
concert inside Fortnite.
It broke
Who was it?
records
Marshmello.
though.
Who?
Marshmello.
Dang.
Hey, he broke a record though. It was
What
like
record?
10 million people
streamers
or
or
something
something?
like that. or
Alright.
something.
Different people doing what?
It was like for like a concert. Like it's so stupid.
No, but it was a concert in the.
And yes, digital.
They're
but,
they're
bruh.
they're
They
events.
made it something real. I don't know how you
Look,
do
They're
it, but they
events.
did it.
I know.
They
I know.
made it
Okay, so
something.
there was a show
He
at 6.
broke a record.
There was a
It
show at
sounds-
6. There was a show at 6 in the game of Fortnite.
Yeah.
And then there was a show at 11 in the encore,
Oh
which
my
was
God.
like slightly different.
But like I think
And
that
now
makes more
Marshmello
sense to
has
get
a
a bunch of people with
Marshmello-
Marshmello than say
Marshmello
sing that
has-
Rocket movie.
Marshmello has a skin. in Fortnite now too.
I figured they were going to do
Alright.
that, though.
And he has a fucking
DJs,
there's-
rise up.
Though. His hammer's tight, though. It play music when you like, yeah, this is
That's
pretty
sweet.
tight.
I've seen
I
Marshmallow before.
honestly think this is the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
And when Fortnite Epic goes, oh, we gear our fucking game towards everybody, they literally just showed you that they lied to you, and it's strictly geared towards kids,
Yeah.
children.
Yeah,
Matter of fact.
but we knew they made that shift.
I know,
once,
but like
once Call of Duty came out,
yeah, exactly.
they
totally
had to.
did.
They're like, we want to stay alive. Oh, parents, you don't want kids to play that one. Remember how you hated us
totally
before?
did. This is
now
the
we can be
fucking-
friends again.
Yeah. Oh, well,
'Cause
there's
your kids
airplanes.
ain't gonna get
yeah.
no gore.
Yeah, there's
your
no air.
kid's gonna get cartoon graphics.
There's airplanes.
Your kid's gonna get a
redeploys.
dance-a-thon rather than let me show you blowing
Right.
up this guy's arm
Right.
with C4.
Yeah, and then there's just the whole creative mode where you just don't even have to fight people.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
they
you
had
could
that.
just like build stuff.
Well, that's how we started the game was.
Well, no,
building
even
forts,
save the
literally.
world. No, there's no zombies or anything. You just
Yeah.
creative.
Okay. Cool.
So like you literally
Taking off
just
the Minecraft
go
thing?
and yeah,
I
exactly.
remember
yeah.
that first game when we were loading in and we were building stairs. Like, how high can you go? Immediately, and we were like breaking shit in the clouds.
Yeah, like we're like, someone's like, my game's getting glitchy. My game's getting. I was like, mine is too a little bit. Maybe we should come down. Well, yeah, let's kill these zombies. We gotta kill these guys. They're just
man.
fucking roaming around here. Like,
Hey, remember
think
when we
about
played that, like when it was the zombie part? We had built that crazy shit in the sky, dog.
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And we were
yeah.
breaking the game, and then I think I fell off and died, and so I went and hit the one piece of staircase
Yeah,
that
and
the whole
burnt
thing was built on, and
everybody.
everybody falls.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was about to get into.
Oh man, that was good early game.
yeah, that was Fortnite like day one.
OG, right here.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
But hey,
But yeah, seriously though, Fortnite has just been doing things. They were all over. I mean, not like Epic specifically all over the Super Bowl, but all the street Ninja
They
had a
had
commercial.
Ninja at the,
Tim the Tatman had a commercial with Ninja in there
Oh,
with
yeah.
Juju. There's NFL players that play Fortnite, and there's crossover in there.
it's a great. I'm not much of a gamer game for
Yeah.
a lot of people out there.
Right? It's true. It's free.
Yeah,
Too. It's free too. That's
you can play it on literally everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a game that
Yeah.
because of like
Right,
our
no,
age
yeah, it's
group, like
100%.
parents can play it with their kids.
Yeah, it's
so-
100%. Yeah, it's not
Totally
like
makes
crazy.
sense.
Yeah, you're right. It's
And
true.
you even you going back and playing, you still have fun when you play it. Aside
Yeah.
from all the gimmicky shit, it's
And the
still
sweat balls.
on a great.
And
but
the
it's
true
still, so
sweat
it's still on a
balls.
great.
It still
base
is. Yeah.
system.
Yeah. No, it still
Yeah.
has enough in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, when you're playing duos, there's just that random chance of getting partnered up with the streamer.
You know what I want to hear about though, because I don't want to hear about Fortnite anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about Fortnite anymore either. I
Rocky.
just want to play it.
Tell me all things Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
3.
okay.
Or we will burn you alive.
Honestly, when I first cut it on, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I was like, "Yo, this is It was kind of sketchy because you pop up in like a little. It felt super easy. I
Okay.
don't know why it was like super easy, but
Let's be honest,
Like, this is
okay?
gonna
be a
It's
cheap
not
game
a
for
hard
kids at
game.
first?
yeah, it's not. But they introduced you well because I'm playing on Proud, and that makes the shit crazy.
Proud is
But
the
it's
top
still
level.
not a hard game.
On Proud, it get raw, dog. You know it get raw on
But
Proud.
like,
Still
I mean,
not
you're
Because you gotta
talking to
do-
two people who play Ninja Gaiden games
They're
in the
not.
past. So
They're not.
what's Proud?
hard
Proud
games.
is
They're
Is
not
it?
hard games.
Does it go
Yeah, they're-
easy,
they're
medium,
not.
hard, proud, or
yeah.
It's just like if it's like playing like the old God of Wars on when you're on hard mode. Like
Yeah.
there's the enemies like change slightly.
Yeah, it's
and
more like
you're
you die easier, and that's about it.
Yeah, you're
kinda.
taking a little bit more damage, but like you got to be on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
timing.
Like
matters
you don't-
more.
you don't go in-
actually have to block,
Yeah,
roll,
right,
dodge.
exactly.
You have
Okay.
to.
You
do
really
these
have
things.
It makes you
those
play the whole game rather than
Yeah.
just
Right.
hack your way
You
through.
can't
it.
just
Right.
be like a
Yeah.
wild motherfucker.
Exactly. It's the same thing with like
I'm done.
it's the same thing with like any
Yeah.
adventure
I get you.
based game where like the difficulty like you're like,
Because,
okay,
like-
we can't
Yeah,
change
and
that
it-
much about it.
and it's
Ninja
not
Gaiden
as-
was like the one where
it's
you
not
had
as
to finish the
forgiven.
game first so you could have the weapons, just so you could
exactly.
handle going
Yeah,
to
it
the
wasn't-
next
yeah,
it
level.
wasn't like that.
It's not forgiven at all in
Yeah.
like in certain areas.
I get
like,
ya.
Like literally, you get whacked.
You didn't roll there, you're dead.
Yeah, like you can die off of a single hit on Proud. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Cool.
it depends. Like if there's a huge monster and it hits you, you're fucked. That's all it is.
Like real life.
Yeah, yeah. Like it ain't no like if you're getting in a fade, you can get
Like
worked over.
Dark
but-
Souls normal version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
that's
know,
the thing.
yeah.
But like when I started playing, it was so easy. I was like, oh shit! But it was just like this first little part. They're introducing you to the new fight style, so it's a lot smoother and everything. You can run on walls. Like it's crazy. They introduce so much more shit. Like
Have you always had
Is
a
the
bunch of different
camera
weapons?
auto or manual, or do you get to choose?
you can control it. Okay. It's always been like that.
it wasn't. No.
Huh?
The first one's not like
Yeah, the left stick used to turn.
no,
the
they
camera.
turns that they changed that feature in the new ones. The
Oh,
original
what?
Kingdom Hearts, it's a auto follow,
Ooh.
and it would
I
give you
don't know
tough.
why I felt
That's
like
gonna
it would.
get
It would
tough.
get you
control.
the worst angles, and I remember it was a huge problem. But then they made
All right, just got to fight that guy in the
they
corner
made the
now.
2.5 or 1.5, and
This
then
is
they
something
changed that.
they don't tell you though. There's a move where you hop on a chariot, and if you try to control the camera, it is the wildest shit ever because you can't control the camera when you're on that. So if you turn it, the camera just goes straight to your face, and you're just like, and that's the one.
Theatrical.
That sounds wonky.
But it's so fucking stupid. But I don't know. Like it threw me off. I didn't realize that until I did it twice. I was like, okay, just don't touch the camera and just go ham.
Don't touch
But
anything.
this is the shit that's wild though. About
Have you always
the
had a
game.
bunch of weapons? Because in this one you've got
No.
multiple weapons, right?
Well, you
always
got
get
different
a bunch
key.
of weapons.
You get a bunch of different keyblades.
Okay.
But the thing now, the keyblades come with finishers. They come with perks.
They always had a finisher at the end.
No, but like,
a-
this is like the keyblade will transform. Like it'll turn.
Okay.
Like you'll have the keyblade.
Oh, so
you'll
you
be-
can level up within that keyblade.
Well, that keyblade just comes with this perk. It just changes. Like you'll be using a blade, and then it'll be like use finisher style, boom, and it'll turn into like a shield of
chain.
lightning, and you can do work. And then if you put the combos together, like the shield will be even crazier than you. Like you can bullshit with it, and it'll look pretty.
Yeah.
But if
Cool.
you actually chain a combo together,
I
it
love
does
style
shit. You're
kills.
like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know. The
Well, some of them had
fist
that.
will fly
Some
out
of them had
it
those
and-
perks, but I didn't think they weren't like that.
Yeah,
They weren't that aggressive.
Well, that's
but
the
they
thing.
all
yeah,
had
like yeah, each one
a
had a
perk to
crazy
it.
move to it,
Yeah.
like a finisher move. But now it won't be a keyblade anymore. It'll transform into something. Like it'll
Okay.
That's
transform
dope.
into two guns, and now you just like shoot.
Okay,
and you can like do
So it's
melee.
Okay,
Transform
so
like
that's
shit.
what because in some
Yeah.
gameplay demo I saw something
So
like
it's
a
the
boomerang or
keyblade
something
still
like
just transforming.
Yeah,
it's not an actual.
It has
new
a
It's
weapon.
whole
like-
perk. It's
Yeah.
a whole new.
That. It's like when the
like
monster
thing.
comes out of the Beyblade. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't watch that show.
I get it, but like that's super dope because
And
it's
that's
like,
what made it wild because now that it does,
because
that
it gives you
shit,
this weapon variation, but
Man.
you're really still just
Like yeah, it's still the
transforming
same game,
keyblade.
but it's just like if once you find a style you like to run with, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can run with
Okay,
that
so like
style.
yeah, that's what I was like wondering too, because how it was really traditional based RPG where like as you progressed, you were available to either purchase or find like the next powerful weapon,
Yeah,
and then it was the Ultimo
yeah.
weapon
you had
essentially.
to do all that extra
Right.
shit to get the ultimate weapon.
Ultimo weapon,
But you had
and
to
that was
do
like
it.
that, that was like
And now it's
the
like a
best
form
weapon.
change.
Yeah,
But
same
like,
exact shit though.
Okay,
That's cool.
So there still is that
Ultimate weapon is
okay.
still available.
But it's still the best,
Yeah, it's still the
regardless
best.
of like
Yeah.
I like to play.
Does
the
it
style.
transform?
I'm wondering what it transforms into. That's what
Oh.
people are talking about. Like people are working on that right now. Somebody might have done it by now. But
Well, yeah, exactly, and that's the beautiful thing about this style, this type of game, is that it's not a one playthrough. They never have been.
Oh,
They never
and-
have been a one playthrough.
and the transformations too. Like the thing is, like you lost your powers.
Yeah.
And you're getting them back. That's
Right.
the thing because of when you went to do that trials in
Right.
the other game. So you lost your powers and you're getting them back. So when you get these new keyblades, like you have your old arsenal,
Yeah.
like but you don't have access to it because you gotta level up. But
Right.
so but it's like all that shit is dead. Like you want the new shit because all these
Right.
new abilities that come with them and like all the new skills too. Like it's a lot more skills like that are Disney based too. It's pretty funny because it's like you get the teacups out of nowhere. You get the fucking pirate ship from like the rides from
Yeah,
Disneyland. Like
that's
they,
funny.
Yeah, they pop up out of nowhere and you can see them there, and it's super consistent as long as you kicking ass. That's the funny
Yeah.
part. Like they want you to see how OP Sora has gotten with age and just he's the man now. Even
That's
though he
cool.
lost power, he's still fucking nasty, and these
So
are all new moves.
It feels like the play styles actually evolved with the story.
Yeah, I genuinely
That's really
feel like,
good. That's
and
especially with the time frame between these
too.
games and
His personality fucking changed. Like now he's like back. I remember how he used to be all scary and shit. Like, but he's like, we got to do it to save him. Like now he's like, oh, like let's go kick some ass. Watch this shit. It's about to be wow. Like he lit
got
about
some confidence about it.
Yeah, he's super lit about it. And then he don't really care about what people talking about. He like a teenager or something. Like it's fucking hilarious. His personality is the wildest shit right now. Because they're like, so you got to get serious. He like, oh, we got this. Like, come on. Like he cocky as fuck.
Yeah.
And he's backing it up 100% with all these new moves. So that's why I'm like,
I have some friends that were like
Great
hyped to
game.
play the Anthem demo, and they were like, "Sorry, man, Kingdom Hearts."
yeah. it kind of got me
I was like, "You
that
do know
too.
Kingdom Hearts exists on Monday, though."
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go buy Kingdom Hearts tomorrow.
Definitely a great game, man. But anime been
'cause-
pulling me
'cause,
too.
yeah,
I've
the
been going through it,
Anthem.
man.
The Anthem demo, man. I
Like
mean,
literally Anthem, between Anthem, anime, and fucking Kingdom Hearts, I've been wilding. I can't even lie.
I got heavy on Anthem, and then also this week we got the first Smash DLC character and Smash Update 2.0.
Sweet.
Let's talk about that. You got every character. There were like no nerfs.
no,
Everybody got buffs if they
you
were gonna
got
get
it.
anything. Ooh, let me tell you.
You got it.
It wasn't. They didn't do a lot of balancing, but they did a good amount of it. It was really like end frames. So you do like a forward in the air, like a forward air attack, and then there will be end lag before you could grab the ledge, or like if you hit the ground, how many frames before you can attack. Shit like that. They just balanced out. Everybody got a lot of buffs from it.
Okay.
Because it makes it so that you could start stringing different moves together better and create combos. Jigglypuff got a lot of buffs from those types of changes. Yoshi only got like a little one, but most characters were really about the same. And then we got Piranha Plant.
Petey
The
Piranha.
character, everybody's like, why the fuck did you put this and skip on Waluigi? And that's because Nintendo does what the fuck they want.
Yeah, that's real as it gets.
Because they're trolling you, and they're just gonna hit you with. They're not even gonna announce Waluigi. He's just gonna
it
show
is-
up in the game.
and they're probably gonna
You know
give
what?
it to him.
Well,
for
he's
free.
already an
He's gonna
assist
show up.
trophy.
He's just gonna show up as a slot in the game. And they're like, "Well, he's been there. You guys, no one's been picking him."
I don't know. He's at a secret unlock. You just haven't gotten him yet. He's the
Weird. What
70
if they brought that back up? Like, where you
Why
have
would
to
we
hit
only
like
do
up?
74 characters?
You have to
75
hit-
is a much better.
You
now.
have to hit like up 3 times on the top left character. Like, remember how you used to get Akuma?
Or like
You
or
have
like the
to,
one where
like-
it's like you have to press L and R 3 times, then A, and then
Dark
L and R
Zangief.
3 times.
That's how you get Dark Zangief. Press like select on over Zangief or whatever, or left.
That's funny. So Piranha Plant, you didn't have to go fight and unlock them. You just had them if you already did the like
You had
submit
to
your stuff. You had to register your game online.
You had to register your game online. So if you bought the game online, digital, you got it. If
I'm
They
about to say,
emailed you the
ain't it
code.
like that still? If you buy it
If you-
digitally,
They
it
emailed you
comes
a
with the
code.
digital game.
if you didn't,
Wait,
you
say that again?
have to.
Doesn't it just come digital if you buy it digital?
No, you had to register with a code that they emailed you.
No, I'm saying if you buy it digital today, don't you still get them?
Oh,
just because it's a part
no,
of the digital
they
package?
sell it now.
Oh, so he's not in
So
the digital package
he was
anymore.
only free as a pre-order thing, but they even extended it all the way through January. He was still only a pre-order. You get him for free, and then they'll sell him for like I think $1.99 or $2.99 after that. And it was actually supposed to be some time before you could buy him, but he's already available to purchase now.
That's pretty tight.
What you get with him? A dope-ass, really unique character.
You fuck with him?
Oh man, I was like zooming up in the global smash power because I was just trolling people online. They don't know how to handle him because he's got this he's got a really new mechanic. Let's start there. He's pretty standard with a lot of things, low damage overall,
You got him
but
right there?
his special attacks are dope. Yeah, I'm pulling him up on like training mode right now, so I can.
But how you get them on the physical copy is you actually have to fucking go in with your game inside the Switch
Yeah.
itself, then press start on the game or the plus button, and register
Can you see
you register your game to Nintendo, whatever it's called now. What is it called now?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, you get
Nintendo
the coins.
Club. Let's go
You
with
get
that.
the coins, and that gives you the registration process. That process automatically happens when you purchase something online or digitally. So you can do that for all your games.
Yeah.
Like I went back and did it for well, some of them were expired, but I did it for a couple games, and I got me some points.
You get those
And that
coins
means-
pay off.
And that means I'm getting me some free games.
They give you like gold coins and stuff like that just go straight to buying shit online.
Yeah.
All right, so his special moves, he's a very trap-based character.
Trap.
He's also like he's all about getting people.
Sorry.
He's all about getting people right above him. He's really
Trap
good
house.
at that, just like a traditional piranha plant in the game.
Can I try them?
He's
Yeah,
a
totally.
traditional piranha plant, man.
So, neutral B, when you just press B, he blows this spike ball up above him that when you let go, he like swallows it. But you can also press in a direction and he blows the spike ball in that direction. And it's like a really heavy projectile. So anything that touches it just gets dominated. Like it just destroys people. It does a huge amount of damage on shields. And say like if you hold B down, so just hold B down, Rocky. You see how it will just sit there?
Yeah.
If someone runs up and hits you, you'll stop blowing, so it'll fall and it'll land on people. So if they run up and grab you, you're safe.
Okay, I got you.
Dope thing. His side B. So press side B, and then you
that-
see that he starts charging.
Uh-huh.
Now press it again. He spits out a poison cloud.
Yeah.
And this is the first time they've done something like this. It's while a character's standing in that cloud.
This is the thing, though. What's his recovery?
Oh, that like helicopter thing. It traps people in it really well, and it covers a lot of ground. So he's really good at getting back to the stage.
Rock can't do it.
And like you can do a bunch of
Oh,
hits
no, I
and
wasn't-
catch.
I wasn't trying to
If
do
you
it.
catch someone with it, like you'll get a bunch of hits off and nail them.
Oh my God! This is the fucking most bullshit ass
Oh, dude.
fucking recovery ever, dog.
No,
Did
that
you
ain't
see
nothing.
that fucking bullshit?
There's
dog?
worse. There's worse.
Oh
out
come
there in
on,
this
nah,
game.
dog.
This
is the
K.
most.
Rule has the same thing. K.
was
Rule, but
really
his
high.
the helicopter's above him, so you can't even hit him in the head. He's got way more protection above him.
You see how fucking high he gets to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, my
you can
God.
recover really well with Piranha Plant. But okay,
Piranha
so
fucking plant, dog.
that poison smoke. Yeah. So that poison smoke, though,
most cunty character
Alright.
ever made, dog.
dude. Welcome to this game. Everybody's got something they can do, which is cool. But like
That is hilarious.
that-
He's just like
that poison smoke, yeah. His moves are great. He looks really good. Every attack is like it's not heavy damage, but he's got a lot of good
Oh,
things
he's
you can
strong
set
as
up.
shit, too.
That poison smoke will do like 51% damage if someone stands in it
tripped
for the
that.
whole thing. So that thing is like really fast damage. It destroys shields. So like if someone tries to shield
he's like
inside of that,
it's like a dog. He's like a
oh yeah.
dog. He's
Also, like, just move it so he's only walking, not sprinting. He's just like
my
sliding. It looks like he's just sliding across the ground. He's a goofy guy. That smoke move,
Piranha, he's a joke in this game,
He
dude.
is,
Look at
Let me
him.
tell you, no.
Hey, he's so tight though.
He's
but
so
I would
tight.
never use him. He's so
you like
cunty.
you spit the smoke out and then you grab someone, you hold him in the smoke, and then he's just like racking up damage. You could do like 80% damage in one grab that way.
Oh shit.
And what I also do
He's
is
just floated right directly to him.
this is how you mess with people too. You spit the smoke out, and then you go stand in that, and you basically have a smoke screen, and they don't know if you're charging an attack, if you're setting something up. They have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, see, and that does damage, dog.
Yeah.
Jesus. You want to try him out, Loco?
He's pretty vicious, and people have been like tearing it up with Piranha Plant. You're gonna see a lot of them in tournament play.
Yeah, can you turn it?
And then what he also has is his down B. Presses down B, and he like shrinks down into the pot, and he gets really tiny, and he gets super armor, so he can withstand pretty good damage while inside that pot.
Okay.
And then when he lets go, it does like a really long reach, like spear snap
Damage
attack.
is ridiculous, right? What type
Here's
of
the funny thing.
fucking-
Okay, so are you standing
He's
still right
broken.
Yeah.
now? Okay, hold down B and then press to a direction.
Yeah, I
and
just
you
did that.
Tip
Yeah,
the little.
yeah.
It's so funny. You tip the little pot over and then you can
Yeah.
attack things. You can when you do it in the air, you start falling slower, so you can adjust the angle you attack at. And like I said, it's got super armor, so it's really safe. Cool ass
And I can
character.
charge it in the air as I fall.
Yes. You can also, if you get all the way to the edge of, like, if you go all the way up to a ledge and then you go into it and you tip it over that direction, you can knock yourself off the ledge. So it's a really good edge guard. So, and then you also, like, you just leave the poison gas right at the ledge there, and if they go through it, they're going to take damage.
Yeah.
That cannonball,
And the poison is pretty fucked up.
it's
though.
really awesome.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are using it this way yet, but I'm telling you, this is where it's going to be clutch, is If you ever played, did you play Rivals of Aether?
Yeah.
You have that character. Was it not Frostburn, or maybe it's that guy, the one who has the smoke screen, and he literally is built around doing smoke screen attacks. You can do that with this shit. You can hide inside of the poison smoke and just fuck with people. You can edge guard with it, and then that cannonball, really good at edge guarding too, since it just drops off the side.
Yeah, that is
Cool ass character.
He's
People are tearing up online with him.
he's broken. He's
Now,
a broken
he's
character.
very
Look at
beatable.
that.
That's the thing, is he is very beatable. He's got that big dumb head that in some situations leaves him really vulnerable. He's not that fast.
He's not that fast. After you just showed him go fucking berserk.
Well, no, in
What are you
comparison,
talking about?
in comparison, he is not like super fast on the roster. In terms of like just moving across the ground.
Oh my God, Sam! You are not.
I'm
doing
talking-
this character
yeah, but I'm
justice
talking
at
data.
all. He's fucking disgusting.
No, I'm telling you that he is very beatable, but he's an awesome character, and he's got totally new styles. It'll bring new gameplay types into Smash, which is what we want with new DLC characters, is new play styles. And this is a whole new play style. I love it. I've been playing a ton of Piranha Plant and just wrecking people online. They don't know how to handle the poison gas. They don't know how to handle that cannonball. Pro tip.
You direct that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what the fuck Sam is talking about, bro.
I'm saying he's beatable. That down B, when he's like after he snaps
every
it out.
character is beatable.
You're right.
It's just that he's broken. He's
not broken.
He is OP as fuck.
He looks at, but that's the thing about Ultimate. Like honestly, he's a really balanced character overall. It's good. He's vicious. He can tear shit up. You can set up great combos. Literally, if you blow that smoke out and then grab someone and then just keep pummeling them while they're in the
like
smoke, you'll do
they
80% fucking damage.
They took
in one
badass
thing.
moves from like every other fire ass character, like Link's fucking little sword spin, and gave you direction with it to make it even more aggressive. Then they gave you fucking the fucking
Yeah.
what is that shit? Oh my God, dog. What's your boy's name? Meta Knight's like sword shit. Like he's got that fast, like crazy ass.
that neutral area where he does like
Oh,
the spin. That's a great move to
Bro,
have.
it is.
He has a lot of great combo setups, so you can wreck it. And his
I'm just
up
saying
smash,
they took certain moves and made them more aggressive and put him on this dude. He's OP as fuck. It is crazy.
His up smash is vicious with that bite. Like,
Oh, man,
he's
I
all
know.
about getting people right above him. His up air is a great juggler. His down
What
air
about
is
this
a
when
great.
he just throws him on the ground and
His
then starts
grabs are
biting him?
nasty, dog. His grabs are
the
fucking
bites
disgusting.
on the ground, yeah. Smash is weird about grabs though. A lot of characters have a lot of useless grabs. Yoshi, useless character to grab with.
Not this one.
Well, you find uses for it, but the reason grabs are meant for really two things in this game. On some characters, they're at certain percents they're throw kills. But aside from that, they're really more about setting up the next hit.
I'm surprised.
And so
this
it's
fool
about
isn't,
where it
like,
leaves
rank
the
one
character.
already.
So honestly, a lot of characters are great for having really weak throws.
Am I wrong?
If it's a mid-range throw, it's not that helpful because it doesn't do that much
Look
in
how
most
much fun
situations.
Dutch is having right now.
Oh, I
Look
love
at that
him.
face.
Don't let me take
Oh my God.
I'm wrecking people with Piranha Plant. But
I
I'm just
bet,
giving
dog. Look at this
I gotta
fucking
give you
guy.
both sides of it because people are going to be fighting a shitload of these online right now. And
I mean, shit.
here's the thing.
I'm surprised it's not just 5 people
For
playing with them.
for a
Just
lot of Piranha Plant,
all on the screen. Piranha Plant versus Piranha Plant versus Piranha Plant.
for
There
a
it
lot of
is.
Piranha Plant, he's really vulnerable right after his attacks, especially that down
I mean, that's
B
why
one.
you gotta land them, dog. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. Like you play, dog.
I know,
You play.
and
so I know
that's
you,
the information I'm giving you.
I know you know that everybody
I
got that little lag
know
section. You just gotta be
know.
on it. If you're not on it, you don't land, and then you open to get that ass taxed. That's
Yeah.
just how it is with every character, dog.
Oh yeah.
Piranha Plant is OP as fuck.
But that's
He's
where
raw.
when you get down to that type of data, this game shows a lot of range.
Data. We're talking about the
Some
data.
of these characters, those end lags are purposefully very short because they do very light damage, and they're made to do less knockback so they can do a continuous combo.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny is how they saved DK as a character was they gave him the cargo throw. His up throw didn't throw them very far, so that you can really easily connect it with jump up air, and you would do the headbutt and knock people through the top of the map.
Yeah,
So that's
how you do it.
this game does a really good job at covering that range with all the character types.
But I'm saying
Piranha
right,
Plant has
right
great
now, though,
frame data.
I'm saying who's the rawest right now in the game?
Who's the rawest right now? Inkling
Besides
is the
King
fastest. King K. Rool is the cheesiest. Snake is also real cheesy because he is like heavy and he just has everything's fucking explosives.
This fool though is so OP. It is crazy. All his moves are fucked up.
They're good. They're cool.
If it lands,
They're
it is
really unique.
damage.
They're really unique, which I like a lot. It makes me
Like
excited to see
20.
what Joker's gonna be like.
This fool be
His
like
bites are
20,
vicious. He's I don't know.
50.
He's like
oh damn, you can't hit him twice. 50.
I think it's
But that's
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
what
characters.
Sam's saying. He's balanced, but his movements are a little less fluid. He's
That's 'cause
fast.
he's in that pod.
He's fast. Yeah, I think the pot restricts.
Yeah, if
doesn't
he
even
had
mix up-
legs,
yeah.
it'd be over, dog.
I think the
What do you know? Pot slows him down.
Yeah. I think he slows him down.
Honestly, that's the balance right there. Put him in the fucking pot. Because
Yeah.
if he had legs, it would just be like he might as well just be some lightning speed, crazy ass character.
Yeah,
But that's the thing that's
it's-
really good with the balance. He has a lot of good hits, but honestly, his damage output is not as high as certain things are, except for that cannonball and that poison smoke. Aside from those two things, a lot of his stuff doesn't do a lot of damage, so it's going to take you a while to
gotta
get kills.
get that on point though. That I noticed it was
Smashes
kind of
in
hard
general
to
do-
control that fucking spike
Yeah.
ball. You blow it up and then to throw it.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
And
how
if
to
you-
short.
Yeah, it's very short. If you hold it, so when you hold down B, it floats really high, and then eventually it falls down and it floats really low. If you press a direction while it's low, he'll throw it farther.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's a
that's-
timing-based thing for
But
that.
I'm saying like I haven't been able to throw it directly in front of me like a quick attack. Like
Oh, it's not quick.
okay, so it's not one of those.
But
okay.
you can get fall damage from it while it's coming back down. So like you can spit it out really quick and let it drop. You can use it to cover above you really well.
yeah, just roll.
Piranha Plant's really good about getting a character in that range right above you.
Yeah, I was gonna say a
You
lot of
know,
his attacks.
That's
are
where he
are
is.
vertical.
Because that's where you get the ranges. Characters either kill
But
through the
that-
side or
that's
through the
that
top
character,
or the
though.
bottom.
That's dope that they kept that true to like his character. Like
You're
you
right.
know,
He's
that was pretty
it's a
dope.
vertical thing.
Oh yeah, and check out his ultimate taunt. Classic. He does the little doot 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 doot.
There he is. There he is,
Good
Petey
old
Piranha.
Piranha Plant.
Petey
He's tight, he's
Piranha.
tight.
Good character.
fuck.
It makes me so
And
much
he's
more
worth
excited for the
$2
things that
if
are
you
coming.
didn't get him free
Yeah.
because he's kind of raw.
He's worth the $2 holla. That's what you get right here on the Plug Gaming, right there.
a $2 holla.
No,
No, that's that's
that
after
he's
8.
worth it, dude. It's after 8.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
So
Rocky,
Sam-
start working them lips.
I don't know what that meant.
Whoa,
I mean, you're on the clock.
Whoa,
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I
Sam?
just wanted to be uncomfortable.
whoa. You did
just
it.
made it like I was a prostitute or something. And I'm
All right,
upset.
Rocky. Final
Oh,
thoughts
well.
on the episode. 30 seconds.
I didn't say
Final
you did.
thoughts on the episode.
Okay, no, hold on. 30 seconds. Hold on.
Ooh,
We're
it's on
doing
the
a
clock.
new thing. To
We're
develop
doing a new thing.
the developer. We're game developers.
Stripper Warriors.
and
hey,
we're
is
brainstorming a video
ours.
game.
First 7 you can come
and
up
we're
with.
coming up with ideas for anything about the game possible. You came up with the idea. It's Stripper Warriors 4.
I came up with that
and
pole arm.
The other 3 don't count, so
You're
don't worry
starting-
about
you're
it.
starting the development process now.
Well, look, we're doing Stripper Warriors 4. It's gonna be like Destiny, Dynasty Warriors, and it's gonna be wow. It's gonna be you could create your own stripper from scratch. You know what I mean? And she gonna have like fighting skills based around stripper shit. Like it might even be a twerk attack. You know, where
Look.
she just get on you like
Stripper, pole.
break you down with a throwback. You know, ain't nobody really ready for those. I don't know how many house parties y'all been to, but they get wild in that bitch.
Oh,
just
shit. Okay,
saying.
there's just 30 seconds of everything.
And it shoots rhinestones.
So, out of
No,
that,
that just pop
out
off
of
her
that
glasses
development,
and hair.
Of that development, we've basically there's a twerk attack.
There's
We
totally a
have
twerk
We
attack.
have a twerk attack,
Dude.
in the game.
There's
It's
a
a beat
character
down.
whose
Oh,
entire
man.
build is about
30
ass.
seconds on.
And there's a character whose entire build is about ass and twerking. Like
There
that,
you
she's
go,
gonna have
dog.
that. We
It's
have
a
the
beat
pole-
down character. She
the-
a beat down character.
Rocky,
Yeah.
it's Sam's
The
30
one who's
seconds.
running the like SMG type shotgun is like shooting some rhinestones and shit. we got the polearm girl. She's gonna like it's a polearm with the axe on the end, but then she like slams it into the ground or into a dead guy and uses it like a stripper pole to swing around and attack people.
She a showman.
Oh yeah. We got one who's got like those ribbons like on her arms and shit with some blades on there. I think that'd be
Ribbon
cool
blades.
for the dual blades class.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe for our cut scene, they would just be like
Twerking.
a stripper. No, strip
She
club
gets off
scene.
the clock.
Strip club scene, like Charlie's Angels type deal. They get a call from some dude saying you're activated. Da da da. And yeah, the ribbon stripper bitch.
The red
breaks
light cut off.
yeah. Ribbon stripper. She breaks her ribbons down off of her fucking body, straight off her lace from her body. Now she has her weapons. The polearm bitch just
Rips
takes
it
the
out of the
stripper
fucking
pole out of it, boom, whips it around her body, does the whole.
She should be a
fucking-
hammer type because the pole should be like connected to the ground.
Counterweight, and so it's the like
ground
circle
on, like,
weight
yeah.
thing at the
Okay,
yeah.
so there's different variations of the pole.
There's
Okay.
the
yes,
pole
we
as
got a hammer
staff,
class and a pole
as
axe.
a staff. There's a axe, a transformation to axe, a transformation to hammer.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay,
ooh.
so we're working agility, tank, and then even possibly like a mage class with the staff.
Ooh.
No,
And what does she use?
Mage class can be
She
a whole
uses,
nother
like
thing.
Victoria's Secret fucking sprays, dude. Is her fucking spells.
You got all the perfume bottles. Stripper Warriors 4. Look for it on
Warrior 4,
shelves
yeah, looking for
at
it.
your local GameStop.
Definitely published and developed by the Plug Gaming. Or
Yes.
developed by the Plug Gaming, produced and published by DFC Radio Network.
That's right.
Look for it in late April, maybe.
We got all the games.
Stripper Warrior 4.
The other three didn't pay enough. That's the full time.
Uh,
Ooh.
when stripping just doesn't quite pay the bills.
Stripping don't cut it.
Stripper Warriors 4 when stripping doesn't cut it.
Oh my God.
You go to the streets and you start
start
bashing
cutting?
skulls for money.
Oh man.
You got to see the veteran wall from the other three.
Oh man.
And you got a boss, and he pulls up in a limo, and he wears
No.
really nice clothing that's
No.
really extravagant.
We ain't got no that. Well, yeah, there's got to be. So like,
Yeah, he's the one who gives you your jobs.
No, the boss is a pimp. You know how he go in the strip clubs to
That's
recruit?
isn't that what I just described?
He in there recruit. You got to fight him off, or he might recruit your ass.
Exactly.
And then he just
Yeah.
pulls
Now
up
you
sometimes
working
in the
harder than
limo,
you
and the
want
window
to.
comes down. You got to give him your cut, or he'll cut you.
your pimp shows up. Yeah, your pimp shows up, and it's an instant fight. So like,
Oh,
there's like
man.
8 levels of pimps that you have to fight through.
Ooh.
But if he likes you, he's going to give you a bouncer, which is a really good, like, you know.
Okay, and
You
there's
wanna
like,
have a helper
and
in
then
the-
there's like a starting point, like starting class point, like Dark Souls, except for like instead of like what's the one called that has nothing? There's like a thief, an assassin
Which game?
for Dark Souls.
Oh, there's like the
Thief,
like
assassin.
what is he?
If then
Oh,
the
no,
guy
you're right.
has
He's like
nothing.
the
is,
undesirable,
Yeah.
or it's not that.
so
but
like
it's like
for
useless,
strippers,
or-
like strippers, it'd be like the snow bunny, the red bone, the bottom bitch,
the tank. The tank is the B squad.
The bottom bitch, thicky.
yeah. The bottom bitch starts with nothing. You get no attributes. You get no extra attributes. You can't.
But you're gonna level up faster,
It's all about experience at that point.
and you earn extra cash every round because you're his bottom bitch. So you get a
yeah.
you get discount.
Yeah, you're just you're there.
Oh.
You're there for the ride.
So,
So to speak.
Stripper Warriors 4.
Stripper Warriors 4.
Look
It's in
for
development.
it
It's in
on
development.
look for it on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it's in development at least.
Donate now. You're gonna get a free thong because we're gonna make promotional thongs.
Yeah, it's actually a replica weapon.
Oh,
It's a
man.
replica weapon
The-
from in the game.
the thong
in-game
shot?
the thong shot.
The thong
It's
shot.
a slingshot fashioned out of a thong.
Every girl has one. That's actually how you shoot your
It's their sidearm.
projectiles.
It's their sidearm. It's like in Monster Hunter where
Yeah.
you have the
slingshot.
yeah.
Everybody's got one. She's got it in a way more convenient spot.
It just happens to be a zebra thong
Why is it zebra?
because they're strippers.
Look, you're gonna have options. If you Look, if you enjoy the game, you can spend money on some microtransactions. You could get a cheetah print thong.
Yeah.
You can get a zebra print thong. You can get the rainbow thong. You can get the edible candy thong.
Oh my God, Sam!
There's a lot
All
of
right.
thongs out there.
Thanks for listening.
There's a whole song about it.
That was like an IRL thing. I don't know.
Oh, man.
And my nigga Sam was out there just now on the thong tip, bro.
Dude, we didn't even break into leather yet.
On that note,
On
the
that
Thunder
note,
Lord is out.
we done.
We tried to have a little fun at the end of the show with our in-house
And
game
Sam
development.
takes it too far.
Our in-house game development process that we just let you guys have a little tidbit, a little insight of how we do things here on the plug and how we create and develop our video games. So, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next week with
it's been
another
wonderful.
episode, and we're talking. Hopefully, we're gonna have some good live gameplay at Apex Legends, Kingdom Hearts finishing stories, final thoughts. No more Anthem, unfortunately. Probably a
That's
little
a
bit of
couple weeks
Destiny
from now.
too. And I don't know what else. What else we got?
Dude, I'm probably going
These
to talk more
nuts.
Smash shit.
What's coming out? Nothing. We've gotten everything.
That shit don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Until Anthem drop, man, it don't
Doesn't matter.
matter.
Plug Gaming, live on DFC Radio Network every Monday, 6 to whenever it is right now. We'll see you next week.
Deuces.
Get out of here. I'm better than you.
DFCRadio.com.